What's going on, y'all? This is Richie Rich. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, comment on the video, like the video, share the video. Today we got a special guest. I think he don't need no introduction, but to those that don't know him, introduce yourself to the people, brother. Special guest.
My name is MarKell from MarKell's TV. Sorry about that. I had clicked on to watch the live myself. But, my channel, man, I appreciate Rich bringing me on, first of all. My man, Richie Rich, always a good thing. You bringing brothers on and spreading the knowledge. My channel is about helping veterans get their benefits and my travels as I get around to these different countries, letting you guys know that you can be disabled and still travel. That's not going to stop you from traveling just because your military disability. You can still get out and enjoy yourself and have fun. You don't have to be stuck in the U.S. to do that.
Okay, bro. Can you tell them where you joining us from? Where you at right now?
I'm currently in Medellin, Colombia.
In Medellin, Colombia. Okay. Can you name some of the other countries that you have visited and lived in and stuff like that, so they can have a.
Okay, so I've visited Costa Rica, Chile, Argentina, been to Brazil once, Mexico, the DR, of course, Canada, been to the Philippines, Trinidad, Tobago, and Barbados. Oh, Turks and Caicos as well. Yeah, I've been to Turks and Caicos.
Okay.
So I've been around to a few different spots.
I went to Turks and Caicos one time myself. So how did you enjoy that place?
It was interesting. A lot of casinos. A lot of people from the States are there and from England are there. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I only went to one time with a friend of mine who wanted to go because you keep hearing about Turks and Caicos, but it wasn't bad. It was a nice place, nice beaches, nice blue water. Very interesting place.
Now, speaking of the beaches, the beaches was absolutely like straight crystal clear blue, right? When you went,
yeah, straight blue and clean. That's another place. Super clean, man. I don't know where you stayed at when you were there, but I stayed at one of the resorts when I was there, man. That was one of the cleanest spots I have been to. Besides here, it is super clean there.
All right. When I went, man, I went off of a cruise, so I didn't get to really. I stayed on the island for about 8 hours, something like that, but I didn't really get the full experience. But it seemed like a nice, relaxed place. It definitely seems like a place a lot of couples would go to, stuff like that. But like I said, I didn't get the full experience of it, but I loved the food and the beaches, man. Was amazing, man. It was amazing. But maybe one day I get back out there. All right, so the chat is asking about Argentina. How was that play?
Argentina's a different flavor, man. It's chill. You're not gonna see many of us walking around where I was in the capital, but it's cool. Argentina wasn't bad, but you definitely gonna need to know some Spanish. You're not gonna make it there just trying to use the translator. You're gonna need to know some words in Spanish. You're running to a few people in the city that speak English, but for the most part, it wasn't bad. It's more of a more formal culture than it is here to me. People there, they dress more. A little bit more formal than they do here. Here it's more of a casual, relaxed kind of dress. There, where I was in the capital, people are more formal, talking about politics, talking about a different variety of things. But it was more. I wouldn't say it's more carefree. It was kind of more stiff. You know what I mean? It wasn't free flowing like it is here.
Okay. All right, man. So on a serious note, man, I wanted to talk about this coronavirus and what's going on with Colombia, because it seems like a lot of brothers here in the States are taking it for granted. Oh, it ain't nothing, conspiracy, and it's a hoax and this and that. And then you see all these celebrities coming out saying they got it. What's your thoughts on it, man? And what's going on in Colombia, man?
So here in Colombia, people are starting to take it serious because a lot of people here, when I first came back from the DR at the beginning of the month, really wasn't paying no attention, really wasn't talking about it. But in the last, I'll say about week, people have gotten serious about it. And, I call back to the States, check on friends and families because I'm worried about them as well, getting it and having a problem. But it's serious, guys. You shouldn't take it for a joke. It's a serious disease, and you should treat it that way. It's very serious. Here, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. There's people starting to wear masks. My thoughts on it personally, man, is to stay safe. Try to quarantine yourself if you can. Don't try to catch. Don't try to catch it because there's nothing they can really do for you right now. There's no vaccine for it. And if you go, you can't go to the emergency room because they think you're going to spread it to everybody else if you go to the emergency room if you think you're sick. So all you can do is be by yourself and ride it out. Hope that you make it through on the other side. That's basically all you can do at this point.
Man, now that's a tough pill to swallow right there. Shout out to O'Shea, man. Appreciate you putting me on the me and my brother MarKell on the channel the other day. Shout out to O'Shea.
What's up, O'Shea Duke Jackson? How's it going?
So you saying basically, I get sick tomorrow. I go to the hospital. They gonna say, Richie Rich, ain't nothing we can do for you. You gotta go back home.
Pretty much. That's how it's gonna go. Unless you have some underlying health problems, man, like you have respiratory issues and whatnot. They can't do nothing for you but send you right back to your house and tell you to self-quarantine.
So basically, that's the medical solution. Just quarantine yourself, and hopefully your body fights it off.
Pretty much. That's it. I've been watching a lot of the news and I've been reading about a lot of it online. And the biggest thing that I'm hearing, especially in the States, is that they want to keep people away from each other for a couple of months to try to figure out and where's the biggest group of people that have it and try to keep them isolated from everybody else.
Okay, yeah, man. I went to work Monday and my job was like, they said, hey, man, we're going to keep working. We got gloves for you guys and we got sanitizer and we're going to work until somebody gets sick. Then we'll shut it down. I'm like, oh, my God, what kind of shit is that? I'm like, damn, are we some guinea pigs or what? Like, man, that's crazy. Oh, yeah.
Wow. So they going to keep you at your job until somebody gets sick. That's the only reason they going to stop working.
That's what they pretty much told us. But, I mean, they sent some kind of video out from the president of the company. And he didn't say that, but he was just like, use sanitizer, wash your hands. I'm thinking like, yeah, motherfucker, you in some mansion, you chilling, you ain't around no people, you got all this, you probably got a doctor on deck, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit going on.
Wow. Yeah, so, that's pretty crazy right there, man. Especially when a lot of these states are telling you, don't even go to restaurants, don't gather no more than 10 people together, and all this kind of stuff. Stay away from each other. They telling you, come on in, we got some gloves and hand sanitizer.
Right, get these cards done. So do you feel safer out in Colombia with all this shit going on, or you probably wish you was in the States trying to deal with it?
Well, no, because I made a video talking about this, man. In all honesty, it's like, if I'm going to self-contain, I might as well self-contain here. Because if I can't go to the emergency room there, what good does it do me to go back to the States if I can't even go to the emergency room? If I can't get help and there's no cure, okay, well, if I'm going to die, I'd rather die around these Colombian, these pretty-ass girls and just sit up in the damn house in the States looking up in the air. What good is that?
Then plus, if you was back home, you'd probably be around a lot more people like your family.
Correct.
Correct. Have a few family members. I'm going to the store. I don't give a damn about no Corona. And come on back to the house, and what you gonna do? Get out, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a trip, man. So, man,
But yeah, I mean, real talk, man. It's like they can't do nothing for you there anyway. So there's several people here that decided to stay here that have reached out to me either on the page, on the channel, or on Instagram or Facebook, and they decided to stay as well because again, there's nothing that they can do right now. You know, they had a vaccine. Oh yeah, I've been back on the first thing smoking to get the vaccine, but they don't have anything. It's just self quarantine. That's all you hear. Wash your hands. Don't touch nothing after you whatever you eat or whatever. Wash your hands and self quarantine. That's the best that they can tell you right now.
Well, like I say, man, a lot of people are still thinking this shit is a joke, man. Like, I mean, I just don't get it, man. Like, and they keep saying it's government conspiracy, population control. So I'm like, hold up, you lose billions of dollars, billions and billions and billions of dollars in order to kill like a few people. Like, to me, it ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the theory don't even make sense and shit. But it's, I mean, I don't know, man. I think our community just, I mean, a lot of people they just nonchalant, man, until somebody dies in their family, man. You know?
Yeah, that's the only way you get people like that attention. It's got to be somebody that affects them. Until it's somebody they know or affects them, they don't believe it. They're not going to believe any of it. You'll hear, it doesn't affect black people, only white people. There's somebody black who gets sick. Oh, well, it's just them. They're around the white people. There's all kinds of excuses that you hear from people until it touches somewhere in their family. Then they know it's real.
Right. So somebody was telling me in Colombia they were supposed to make an announcement today, or did they already do that, or what? The president?
I didn't catch it today if they did make an announcement, but I did check his Twitter feed, and I know that the ban here in Colombia is until May 30th. So they're going to ban everybody who's not Colombian or has residency to be here until May 30th is when it's supposed to be lifted.
All right. Now I heard some of the people was quarantined in Colombia. Do you know anybody, or you heard any stories personally?
Now, personally, I don't know anyone, and I haven't heard any stories here. The only thing is, I know about the numbers that are supposed to be here. Like, there's supposed to be 20 total cases here. The majority of them are in Bogota. There's 3 or 4 cases here, and then the rest are in our Cartagena.
All right. Ron Mexico say 3,000 people dead in Italy. First
Wow.
country. Absolutely. See, man, that's the thing. If 3,000 people died, dude, that's a lot of people dying just off some shit that's just floating around, bro. That's unreal, man. That's the shit you see in the movies, man. You know?
Well,
So,
yeah, and it's spreading all over the world. So it's not like, well, what should have happened, in all honesty, and they know they screwed up, is when they first heard about it, they shouldn't have let nobody from China or anywhere from that side of the world come to this side. That's what they screwed up at. When they first heard about this shit, they should have shut down everything.
should have made them folk ride it out there 3-4 months, right? That would have been.
I'm saying that's real talk. That's what should have happened.
Right, absolutely, man. You know how you see them zombie movies and you be closing the door and the motherfucker be like, let me in. And you see them zombies behind them, you be like, hell no. That's what I would have did. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I would have shut this down, cuz. I would have been like, because man, when I heard that shit going on, I'm like, I know these motherfuckers flying over here every day with that shit.
Damn. Every day. Dude, they just had a plane that flew into the States from the Philippines. They didn't check nobody. They didn't give them no tests or nothing, no fever check, no nothing. They just let them in the country.
So what about this guy? Did you hear about the guy in DR? I think it was a white guy, like supposed to be in quarantine or some shit like that. Did you hear about that?
No, I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, they had one white guy. Now I don't know the exact story. I may be telling it wrong. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a white guy. They had him quarantined or something like that, and he ran off, man. He like got away, and they was like chasing his ass in the deal. So finally they caught up with that motherfucker. They say he was positive, man.
What the hell he running for? He trying to get other people sick?
Hey man, you know how people think, man. Sometimes they, they feel like they don't want to be the only one. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of craziness, man. Now, they did have a situation here where they had 5 tourists that came in, 1 test positive, and they told all of them to self-quarantine, except for the 1 they put in the hospital. Them guys decided they gonna just go out and do whatever they want to do. And they sent the police after them. So they had roadblocks up everywhere because there's a short video with me on there with the police pulled us over, patted me down, checked my ID. Because if you look like you was a gringo, they pulling you over, but they found them, and then they expelled them from the country. I don't know if they even gonna be allowed to come back in the country after
that. Yeah, I heard that they banned them for like 5 or 6 years or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy right there.
So let me ask you something, man. What's going on with these people who are talking bad about these travelers because of a single incident that happened? And how is it that a single incident that occurs, everybody gets the blame for a single incident? Or is it just chatter that these YouTube guys are trying to do to get likes and get clicks on their channel by talking about people who travel or people who live overseas? What is all that about? Because before something happened with Miko, what was all this talk? You know, how is one person so bad for everybody in the community?
Man, hey, your guess is as good as mine, bro, because I know it was another channel that guy was it was some guys talking about, I guess it's SYSBM or something like that. Save Yourself, Black Men. And they was talking about I was a part of it. I mean, this shit was crazy, MarKell. They said I was a part of it. And another guy was like, oh yeah, he's a part of it. He was traveling with Miko worldwide, and he support a pedophile, and he does this and that. And I was like, somebody sent me the link. So I went over there and listened to this shit. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, man. I'm like, man, look, man, I think I'm a model citizen here, man. Like, I ain't the best person. I do make mistakes, man, but you can't never, ever accuse me of messing with kids, man. That's something you don't play with, man. That's almost like a cop back in the days, or back in the segregation days, and they couldn't find a killer, and they just say, "Oh, he black. Let's wrap him up." You know what I'm saying? Like, I just couldn't believe that shit, man. And then coming from a person that looks just like me and you, it just seems backwards, man, that you would it sounds like something the oppressor would do and try to make black people look bad, man. It's crazy, man. I don't know, man. Like you say, what you think about it?
Well, for one, someone wrote it on here. They're trying to get likes and they're trying to get subs. But it's that whole crabs in the barrel syndrome. I watched Black Man's Travels video today. You guys should check him out. And he said something very interesting that a lot of people haven't realized from the U.S. is when you have that U.S. passport, your opportunity of dating is worldwide. You're not just confined to the U.S. You're open to date in every country that you travel to. You don't have to sit there and just be stuck with one group of people or one group of ideas in the U.S. You can take your ass to whatever country you want to go to, because that passport allows you to travel all over the world and date whoever you want to date and do whatever you want to do in these countries. A lot of it is jealousy, a lot of it is hate, and a lot of it is just talk, where people have nothing else to talk about but try to demonize other people who they're seeing having fun and doing things they can't do because they can't get a passport. Child support, criminal record, probably sold drugs or whatever. They got all kind of issues. So it's much easier to blame people who have nothing to do with whatever the situation was with Miko, but everybody else we're gonna lump everybody else into that one group, even though I didn't even know who the hell he was.
Oh, you didn't know who Mingo was?
No, I didn't know who he was.
You know who he is now, don't you?
Well, I know he is. I know who he is now, but I never had no contact, or like I said, the only time I ever knew anything about him is because he interviewed a dude in Sasua that used to be in Santo Domingo named Tony. He did security. He was like a personal bodyguard or whatever. He used to work at these nightclubs. And he was in Sasua, and he did an interview with Tony. My man
I remember
Henry
him from your channel. I remember Tony.
Yeah, my man Henry in the DR put the video on his Facebook page, and he was like, "Hey, let's try to help Tony." I was like, "All right, cool." So I took his info, that video, and put it on my Facebook page. But other than that, I had never heard of the guy. No, still don't know really anything about him other than what's in the news and what's online right now.
Right, you had that dude Tony on your channel like a few years ago, right?
Right, because he was in Santo Domingo, right?
I remember that episode, man. I used to watch your channel, man. I'm gonna tell a crazy story about your channel too, man. You probably ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell it anyhow. But anyhow, you was sitting on the damn Melicon. You was on the chair. You know what I'm saying? So they started asking you about Sasua, and you know Sasua was like my heart. I'm like, and you were like, man, damn Sasua, I don't like no damn Sasua, man. That ain't with me. Boy, I was so hot, damn MarKell. Hey, man, I was hot than a motherfucker. I was like, man, this dude talking bad about Sasua. Hey,
Dude,
man.
It ain't for everybody. It ain't for me, man. That's just like
I know it.
Here in Medellin, it's not for everybody. Since I went to Sasua 2 times. The 2 times that I went to Sasua, man, I was so ready to go after I got there. I was like, nah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. Because I'm not that party type, be in the clubs, paying, sagging. N-word is the N-word. That's just the file that they use to describe everything. Yeah, what it is an N. So you like, nah, this ain't for me. You walk outside, you got girls grabbing your pockets, grabbing between your legs. And I said, no, this too much. It's way too much for me.
So what about the Melicon now? Because I seen the other day you was like, I don't know about this shit no more.
Because it ain't the same, man. When you live, it's different when you coming from the States and you go to the DR because you miss it. When you leave the DR and you go to the States, you miss the hell out of it because it ain't the same when you go back to the States. And it's the same way here in Medellin. But when I leave Medellin, I miss the hell out of it. And then when I went to the DR, it just wasn't the same feel, man. It just, I was cool meeting everybody. It was cool seeing everybody and hanging out. But it just didn't have the same flavor that it used to have when I would go back to the States for 3 or 4 months and then come stay in the DR for 2 months or 3 months. It was just a different vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, man. Just like you told me before we got on, man, you do 1 or 2 things so many times, you get tired of it, man. So
yeah,
I get it, man. I get it.
But it's different though, man, for you guys that are in the States because that's like your freedom. That's your chance to get away. Like you get to go to the DR and like all the rules of the US goes away. All the headaches of the US goes away. And your money goes so much farther in these countries. So you're able to do a lot more. That's your chance to get away from your job and kick back and relax and enjoy things that you really want to do when you overseas. And then when them last couple of days come in, you're like, damn, I got to go back to the States. And then you miss it. You're on the plane thinking about how the hell you going to get back. But when you already living over here, though, you don't really have those feelings. You're like, no, I'm just going back home. It's a total different feeling.
Okay. Hey, at this time, we got like 79 people watching. I'm gonna put MarKell's link to his channel in here. So make sure everybody go over there and subscribe. But I need audience participation. I need everybody to please hit the like button so we can get more people in. Because right now we got like 33 likes. So if we can try to get that up to 60. That'll be amazing. So if y'all have any questions for MarKell, he's a former military guy. What part of the military was you in, brother?
U.S. Army.
Oh yeah, how long was that, man? Appreciate your service also.
10 years. 10 years in the U.S. Army, man. I see a lot of guys on here, man. I just want to say thank you guys for coming on and supporting my man, Roll the Tape. I be loving them shows you have on late at night, man, especially now today, sports on. Motherfuckers got to have something to watch, man. They got to have something to watch, something to get into, because, dude, without sports, I never knew how boring this motherfucker was, dude, late at night. If you ain't got nobody with you and you trying to watch some TV or something, and there ain't nothing on, man. I mean, zero sports. Zero.
Hey, bro, I was hoping XFL was going to be dumb enough to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? even they stopped, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ebby. Appreciate that donation. How old are you, Ebby? But anyhow,
oh, my God, man. Damn.
So let me ask you something, bro. I want to pick your brain a little bit, bro. So what made you do you still date women in the States, or how long you been, or how's that for you, man?
Oh wow. Dating a woman in the States?
Yeah,
Now I've
don't
been
go too
on
hard
dates. Now I've been on dates. I've been on dates when I went back, because I went back to the States for the whole month of January. And I went on a couple of dates. But as far as seriously dating a woman in the U.S., it's probably been 8 or 9 years since I really tried to date a woman in the U.S. Seriously. Like,
8 or 9 years?
be on a serious relationship. It's been about 8 or 9 years.
Okay. So what's the difference in dating abroad, since you've been to so many countries, and what's the difference in dating abroad and dating women in the state? Is it a difference?
There is a difference. It depends on the culture that you go to. Like here in Medellin, there's a patriarch. Like, roles are more defined here in Colombia and most of Latin America than they are in the States. Now, there are some of these women in the States who view it the same way as, people in Latin America do. But I would say dating wise, here or in Latin America, period, if you're dating seriously, women are more catered. They cater more to me, than the women do in the States. The things that they ask for compared to what women in the States ask for are very small. They're on a much smaller scale. They're not looking and thinking a house, a car. They thinking on smaller scales. I just need to make it through today. I just need to make it through the day. If I can get this or that, I'm good. Versus, we need to go get this $500,000 house. I need to get this Mercedes Benz over here. I need to get this and I need to get that. Now, that's not bashing women in the U.S. No, by no means am I trying to bash any women in the U.S. But I'm just trying to get people to understand the difference between the cultures. Where in the U.S., everything is thought of as being big because we're commercialized. We're capitalist society. So we think big. Everything we want to be seen. We want people to notice us. Where in these countries, they're in such a small scale because of poverty. They're not looking at it from that angle. They're looking at it as, I'm just with somebody who can provide me some kind of security where I don't have to worry about where my next meal's gonna come from, where I'm gonna live. It's on a much different scale here than it is for the U.S.
Right, but because it seems like when you go abroad, I know when I travel, man, I do a lot of walking. I catch the bus, the cab. It's all right, but let me do that in the state. Oh, hell no, I ain't walking no goddamn way. I'm driving to go to the mailbox. You know what I'm saying? So you think it's what about the food and the culture differences and stuff like that? How is that different from America?
Well, again, everything here is cheaper, and it's because your money goes so much farther. And I'm looking at some of the comments, and someone said that it's the same way in Colombia, females want everything that they can imagine. It depends on the kind of females that you're after. Because if you messing with tricks, pre-pagos, prepays is what we call them here. Of course, because they've had gringos that come from the States and take them to a steakhouse where they ain't never been, or buy them an iPhone that they ain't never had. That's what you all do when you come here as a tourist. But when you live here, you already know where they're coming from. They already know when you live here, you're not gonna be going doing all that. That's stuff that people see. I kind of talked about this earlier. When you guys come from the States, and I've said this many times, you gotta leave what you know in the States in the States. You don't bring that mentality to a foreign country. Because when you bring that mentality to a foreign country and you can't keep up with what you're spending on vacation, because you're on vacation when you come. You got a finite amount of money you bring when you're on vacation, and that money you bring is to spend in that country. But when you living in the country and you know you can't afford to take that woman to no $60 or $80 a plate steakhouse, that's when you go, well, man, they just want everything. No, the way you start with them is the way they always going to expect it. If you start with them, taking them to somewhere you know you can't afford because you're on vacation, that's the way they always going to expect it.
That's true, man. That's true, bro. The way you come is the way you go. Like straight up. I mean, that's just like if you meet a woman and you meet her in the strip club, you think she gonna stop stripping tomorrow? Shit. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right about that, man. So can you break down the expats versus the tourists? And what's some things that tourists do besides what you just said that kind of messes it up for the expats?
Well, besides, going in and trying to big Willie, that's mainly the problem when tourists come and they don't do research, or they don't talk to people, or they don't watch YouTube like your channel and understand that when you go into these countries, you're the prize. You're the one that's supposed to be hunted, not the other way around. They want what you have, okay? You bringing the American dollar to that country. Because right now it's 4,000 to 1 in this country. But what happens is the guy get there, see a beautiful girl, lose their mind, she'll throw out some number. She'll just throw a number out, not expecting you to agree to it. But what happens? Oh, baby, I'll give you double. I want $100. No, I'll give you 200. Let's go. Now, again, they're there on vacation. Now, when she comes and she sees somebody like me who's an expat, I'm going, 200. Are you crazy? You don't make 200 in a month working, and I'm gonna give you $200 for an hour. Are you out of your mind? You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's why expats get pissed with a lot of tourists when they come here, because tourists bring their American thoughts and their American ideas to a foreign country where it doesn't fit. That's the biggest problem that happens with tourists and with expats. When you leave the U.S., you leave all your U.S. norms in the U.S. And when you come to this country, you come with a fresh set of ideas and learn the culture and understand the people.
Okay. One thing about Medellin, though, man, they keep that city pretty damn clean, man. I've been through there at night and I see the work crew that they be exercising before they start working and everything. So I think that's a big difference between most American cities and Medellin. They keep the city.
Oh yeah, fitness.
Poblado, I say El Poblado, but
yeah, fitness is big here. They fitness is huge here. These people, man, every Sunday, Circle of Villa, they get out, they walk, they exercise, people ride bikes, gyms everywhere. There's gyms everywhere outside. Hell, I mean, you see women 40 and 50 that's banging here, looking like they 25 and 30 years old.
Right. Shout out to Big Moose for the donation, $1.99. Appreciate it. I think he has a YouTube channel.
What up, Big Moose?
I could check him out also.
Oh, let me respond to one of those comments right there. It said, if you want to pump and dump, why can't you do that in America? And that's my whole point exactly. To the haters out there that be saying, well, y'all just going over to get with them girls. Well, what the hell y'all doing in the States? Ain't nobody fucking in the U.S.? Everybody in the U.S. is virgins. They ain't no hoes in Vegas. They ain't no hoes in New York, Florida, nowhere. All the hoes overseas. All Americans are Christians. They don't, they got Bibles in their hands. They don't do anything like that. Come on, man. Let's be for real about this. The
Go on
same cast
Instagram.
of
You'll see more working
about
girls
people
than
traveling overseas and seeing all these different women and dating all these different women are the main ones paying them hoes in the States $200 and $300 for half an hour. That's their fault. That ain't my fault. I didn't tell you not to get a passport and get your dumb ass out and travel. That's your fault.
Yeah, I think that's a huge misconception, because even the guys that just travel just for that, I mean, think about it think about it like this. If a new movie comes out, right, and you can stream it on online at home, right, or you can go to the movie theater. So sometimes it's about the atmosphere, it's about traveling. It's not just pump and dump. You can pump and dump, like you said, right here in the States. But if somebody wants to go to a different country, they want to relax on the beach, they want to eat food, they want to do different things, and they just happen to meet ladies. I mean, what's wrong with that? If they handling their business, they not a married man and a single guy, take care of everything. I feel like a grown man should be able to do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's pretty much it. I mean, all right, Feet White, appreciate that, brother Jamil. Make sure I'm putting MarKell's link in the chat. If anybody subscribed already, go ahead and put subbed in there. Let me know that you subscribe. If y'all have any questions, go ahead.
And that's the thing, Richie Ray. Like, people only act like black men are the only ones doing this. I'm sure you've been to the DR and seen a bunch of sisters that look Dominican, but they ain't Dominican. Those are sisters from the States doing the exact same things. Now, again, here's the difference, from a tourist and an expat. An expat ain't got to go to parquet areas. An expat ain't got to go to no strip clubs or do none of that. I got a phone full of numbers. All I got to do is call one of them to come over, and it ain't that type of relationship where I'm paying. We all friends, It's that type of relationship. But that's also the difference as well between a tourist and an expat. When you here, you form a lot of relationships. You build a lot of friendships here. Versus a tourist coming in and don't know nobody. They got to spend. Well, I'm not doing that. I got people that come over that just want to come over and hang out. That's the kind of relationships that I have here.
Right, and see, that's a misconception. They think every brother that go abroad is, tricking off, and that's not true. I know guys that go abroad and they would never do that. You know what I'm saying? They, they speak Spanish and they know how to meet people and they know how to move around. And I think if you know that Spanish, that helps a lot more too, right?
Oh yeah, the language, man. You come in here and you can speak the language. That is one of the biggest things you can do, man, because that helps you out tremendously here. If you can speak the language, you can talk to anybody. Even if you can speak a little bit of the language, it helps you out a lot. But when you come and you don't know nothing, that's when you get it taken advantage of. And they know it. Because if a girl asks you for money in dollars, she already know you don't know what the hell going on. Same with cab drivers, taking you anywhere. They ask for dollars, that's always a bad sign. They should always ask for the local currency, whatever current country that you're in.
All right, the screen close up say most black YouTubers channels show women and sex, so it's not out of the realm of possibility to think that. Well, my question to you is, okay, have you ever been to a white YouTuber channel and not seen women in sex? I mean, they got the biggest channels on that shit, bro. Like, we just a drop in the damn bucket as far as traveling. And that's real, man. A lot of people don't see that. They don't want to accept that. You got a lot of YouTubers in Thailand. I mean, that's all they do every day and so I really don't agree with that statement. I mean, you got a lot of brothers out here that don't show women, but you know what? Y'all don't go to their channels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go straight to the channels with the women, so Hey, like you said earlier, MarKell, they don't never look in the mirror.
No, they don't. You know, everybody always sees your faults. They never see their own faults. Like they don't see their dirt. They only see your dirt. And I always tell them, like, man, look in the mirror first before you judge me. But you're right about that, Rich, because you put out good content, like the content you did when you helped that kid out that was with Miko, or the videos that you were doing with Drees when you guys be talking about the different situations that's either happening in the States or happening in different countries. You look at your viewerships on those, and then you look at a viewership when you're on there talking to a girl or you talking about something that happened in a club. What are they looking at? Because sex sells. People
Oh
get
yeah.
online and that's what they want to see. Anything that's informational that's going to help them grow financially or anything else, you ain't gonna get many views on that. You get a few brothers that'll listen and want to come on and want to discuss stuff like that. But if you ain't talking about sex, weed, alcohol, or somebody getting shot or fighting, that's not what the entertainment is. People want to be entertained with a lot of bullshit, and that's the reality of it.
Right, man. Absolutely, absolutely, 100%, brother. And every time I do, I have some subscribers. I do a show on money making, bro. Those be my least. I mean, those shows do the least amount of views, period. But I mean, I still will continue to do them because even if it helps one person or two people, then mission accomplished. So I will still continue to do that. If anybody got any good ideas of shows they want to see, um, let me know. So shout out to brother Branjo around the world, man. What's going on with you, brother? What's happening with you? So what you got coming up pretty soon, MarKell, man? Any big plans? Well, I guess Corona shut anything down, but anything you plan on doing with
Yo,
your family?
everything is shut down. My next adventure was going to Cartagena, Barranquilla, and Santa Marta. I was going to try to spend about 3 weeks, a week in each one, do some videos, talk to some locals there. I was probably going to take one or two girls with me to hang out while I go to these spots. But obviously, with this coronavirus thing, that kind of threw all that off. So I haven't been really doing a whole lot, man. I've been pretty much staying in the house. Tomorrow, I'm just gonna get my hair cut, pick up my mail, and that's about it, man. Until things get a little bit more back to normal here, I'm probably just gonna chill here in the city.
So basically, you're gonna do a lot less going outside, but you still are gonna interact like normal. Because I know some people
Yeah,
like
I
they
don't
sit
really
in
go
the
out
house.
a whole lot of places anymore. I usually have people come by here, or I have them, stay a few days over here with me or whatever. But I don't really do a whole lot of going out since because we're supposed to be under quarantine for the next 14 days, last 14 days. But there's some people who abide by it, and there's some people like I got to go to work. So you know that's how it goes here. But until things get back to normal, I'm just gonna chill pretty much at the house. I'll go out every now and again to get stuff that I actually need to pay some bills. But other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna chill here at the house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I'm just kind of limiting myself too, man. Like, I mean, it's hard to just stay in the house and not go anywhere. I mean, it's gonna be rough, man. If it's gonna be 2, 3 months and they're gonna quarantine people, I don't know if they're gonna like arrest people that go outside. You think they're gonna get to that level or what?
If they end up testing positive and they put all these people who are quarantined in one area and they test positive to try to jump out of that area, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll figure out some way to deter people from doing it. They got to do it. That's the only way you stop somebody from doing something is somebody has to be the example. So they got to make a deterrent. But people are going to defy it at first. No matter what you do, Rich, there's always going to be somebody that wants to defy whatever it is. So do I think people will get started getting arrested? Yeah, because they're going to want to make an example so other people will know this is what's going to happen to you.
Right, absolutely, man. I talked to a brother earlier, man, and he was like I said, he was telling me, man, this thing gonna hit so big, man. It's gonna be America is probably less prepared for it than China was. So, I mean, man, I don't know, because China had all them trucks out there spraying that shit. Do America got that shit? I'm looking at some of the
Hell
stuff they was
no.
doing, man. I'm like, these motherfuckers look like they was prepared. Well, I think they kind of was prepared because they had that SARS before, or STARS, or whatever.
Right.
So they
Right.
was kind of prepared, I guess. They already went through it one time, but what we gonna do out here, man?
Nothing. We not prepared. And then you look at who's in office. Hell, he was just calling it a hoax last week.
Who, Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Man, that dude
They
is
were just calling it a hoax not that long ago, telling you to go outside, do this, do that. Now here it is a week later. Oh, don't go outside. Don't gather around no more than 10 people. Don't go here. Don't go there. That's why. That's why shit is the way it is here.
all right. Brother Steven O want to know where you get your line up, bro. He might not want to give his spot out.
I go in La Provenza. I can't think of the name of the street, but it's right next to Hotel Natura. It's right on the same street with Hotel Natura, next to Hotel Aqua. I go right there. There's a little barbershop. Actually, there's 3 barbershops on this street. I'm going tomorrow, and I'm gonna post a picture of what barbershop that I go to on my community page. But I forgot the name of the street, but it's in La Provenza. It's not that far from Parque Years. It might be a 10-minute walk from Parque Years.
You should do a barbershop video. I actually got a video. I had went to I believe it was Santa Marta. And I had got a haircut. I got a video I need to release on that. Man, I had a dude cut my hair, man. He gave me a fade, MarKell. When I told you, he had a razor this size. And he trimmed my face and lined me up. And dude, I'm telling you, a little small razor the size of the tip of my finger, man. Just a small razor, dude. I was a little scared, man. This dude, he cut all my shit, man. Wait till y'all see this video, man. I thought this dude was gonna cut my neck off, man.
But he knew what he was doing, though, right?
Man, that was the best haircut I ever had, man. I tell you what, man. To me, man, Dominicans can outcut most of these
I was
cats.
just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say, man, out of all the places I've been, the Dominican Republic, best haircut I ever got. My man Oscar in El Conde, best barber I've ever been to right there, dude. Out of all the barbers I've seen in my life, he's the best one I've ever been to.
So speaking of that, as far as prices, man, is it cheaper for you to live in Colombia than the DR, or what? What about the cost of living and all that?
You know what? It's pretty similar when you look at cost of living, because I stayed in an Airbnb in the DR in Bay Vista, and it was $1,220 for 30 days to stay in a 2-bedroom apartment in Bay Vista. My current apartment that I'm living in, when the peso went down, it's actually under $1,200. But before the peso went down, I was paying about the same, right around $1,220, $1,230 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Same setup, all utilities included. You know, your Wi-Fi, your water, your electricity, your cable, everything's included, and it's fully furnished. It's about the same. Now, the biggest difference here, though, is utilities. In the DR, you know, you're going to run that air conditioning all the goddamn time because it's hot there. Here, most of the apartments don't have air conditioners. They don't have heaters. You don't really need it because the weather's so nice. If you're hot, you just open your window. If you're cold, close your window. But in the DR, no. If you hot and you ain't got no air, you're going to be sweating your ass off there. So that's like one of the biggest differences here as far as utilities. But as far as overall costs, if you know like the spots to go in the Dominican Republic where the locals go instead of going to the tourist spots, it's about the same here. You know, because here they got a lot of tourist spots that cost the same thing it costs in the States. The same in the DR. If you go to Chili's in the DR, it's going to cost you the same amount Chili's cost you in the States. The same way if you go to the taco house here, which is Chipotle's in the States, it's going to cost you the same thing. So for me personally, I don't really see that much of a difference when it comes to like goods or when it comes to rent. It just depends on the area that you're in. The biggest difference for me, and I've always said this, is the infrastructure is much more stable here than it is in the Dominican Republic. So that's really what drew me in here. The Wi-Fi is good. The electricity is stable. Cell phone service is good. It's stable. Where in the DR, even when I was staying at that place, the power still went out. Different things happened there. Where here, I don't have issues like that.
What about the water? It don't cut out there like that?
No, no. And you can actually drink the water here if you wanted to. I don't, but it's clean enough for you to drink the tap water.
Okay. So what about as far as I want to ask you a few questions, but like when I first went to Medellin, man, I mean the first hell, really, like every time I go, man, I get sick, man. Like my allergies be messing with me. And, I always take my pills like before I go. Did you have a problem with that when you first moved there, or what?
No, I think it's because I used to come directly from the DR and come directly here. So you already know in the DR, man, if you can make it through there without getting sick, you can pretty much make it anywhere else without getting sick. But I will say here, there is a lot of smog around the city. If you got really bad allergies, yeah, it's gonna bother you here. The smog in this city is getting real bad, which is why they have pica placa, basically meaning that if you have a car that has a certain number on a certain day, you can't drive that car at all that day because of the smog. They're trying to cut back on all the smog that's out there. So out here, excuse me. But no, I don't get sick like that, man.
I think a lot
the
of
weather
it,
here is what brought me here.
your volume went up.
My volume went out?
Oh, okay. I thought you were still going. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, but if you have allergies and stuff like that, because they grow a lot of flowers here for the flower festival. They got a lot of pollen in the air. There's flowers here everywhere. They had a big flower festival here every year. So yeah, I mean, if you got allergies, it might be a problem for you here.
Right, man. And I know now they built that tunnel, kind of cut through the mountains, but I think that drive was getting me too, like going up those mountains and down, and all that damn turning and all that shit. Lord have
Yeah,
mercy,
like a
I hate
roller
that
coaster.
shit. Yeah, man. I'm so glad they built that tunnel, man. That was a lifesaver right there, man. I mean, dude. I mean, it was literally like what? It take you about 40 minutes to get from the damn airport to the city?
It used to take man almost an hour. It depends, because some of that road was a one-way road, and if they had a horse and a buggy or one of those construction vehicles in front and you barely moving, it's like, man, am I ever gonna make it to the city?
Well, I'll try.
But yeah, it's a lot better now that they built those two tunnels there, so you can get through the airport a lot quicker and get out a lot quicker.
Yeah, man, that was a trip, man. I knew that got me too because of that motion sickness, but I know in Medellin, like at night, you can get kind of messed up, man, because you will leave your window open or something, and man, it be cold in a mud, don't it? You don't experience that?
Yeah, especially during rainy season, which is April and November. I always tell people, if you come in, you want to avoid April and you want to avoid November, because those are the two rainiest months. And
That's
during
what I
that time of
thought.
the year, in April, when it rains, it gets chilly at night. Sometimes it'll get down to 60, because it might be warm during the day, but at night when it rains, oh, you be like, what the hell just happened? You wake up, you cold, you trying to grab stuff to put on. But yeah, those are the two rainiest months, April and November.
Yeah, I see. I try to come every November. I've been going down there for 3 years straight in November. So, this year will be number 4. But yeah, I mean, I kind of want to change that date, but I've been doing that date for a while. So I'm like, man, but yeah, man, that shit be, woo, man, it be cold at night. But so what about let's talk about the different, like, I know because like in DR, you know those taxi cabs, man, they'll get you in a minute, man. Do you run into those type of problems in Colombia, like the little scams and the little street hustlers and the little shit
Oh
that
yeah,
be going on? How can you compare
oh
them
yeah.
to?
Like I was telling O'Shea, so with taxis here, they have meters. Everybody knows they have meters. But just because they have meters, that doesn't mean that they're not taking you the long way. Or if you don't speak no Spanish, they definitely gonna take you the long way, and they're gonna take their time getting there. So the speed limit might be 60 kilometers. They only might be going 30 kilometers or 40 kilometers, right? Because they trying to waste as much time as they can to keep that meter going. And also, you need to know or have an idea of the address where you're going. Because sometimes these cab drivers will tell you, yeah, I know where that is, and they ain't got a clue. So what I always do is I'll use my GPS, put the address in to see if he's somewhat going in the right direction. And if he makes a turn that deviates from my GPS, I'll say, hey, wait, where you going? Aren't we supposed to be going this way? And he'll go, oh, okay, yeah, we're supposed to go that way. So you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention because you don't just jump in a car with complete strangers, in this case, coming from the airport, and you trusted them out the gate to get you where you're supposed to go. They'll get you there eventually, but it's probably going to cost you double what it should have cost you when you got there.
Absolutely, man. I do this. That's some good game right there, MarKell, because I do the same. I have my GPS. You're right. Because, man, the first time I went to Colombia, MarKell, they got me. Because I went solo. And, man, I was in Central, man, and my Spanish, shit, I ain't even know what Kuma style was then. Like, I mean, I ain't no jack, boy, you know what I mean? So, I was trying to meet up with somebody, and I couldn't find a spot, and that cab rolled me around for 40 minutes. And the spot was like literally like 8 minutes away, man. And he just kept asking people for directions. And, hey, man, you know what this is? He kept stopping, man, and he was just laughing. I knew he got me. I said, hey, man, let me out this motherfucker, man. Man, this dude, man, he charged me like 20 mil. And you know, like when I took another taxi, it was only like about 7 mil ride. I'm like, man, you're wasting my time, man, you know. So be aware of that. They do run that game.
Oh yeah, they definitely would do that. There's all kind of people out here, dude. If you down by parquet areas, you're gonna get offered every drug known to man in different colors and flavors. They just waiting on gringos to come through. Even in the cabs. If you get in certain cabs coming from the airport, they're gonna ask you if you're looking for girls, if you're looking for strip clubs, if you're looking for drugs. They used to people coming and getting in, and the first thing they ask for is cocaine, or they ask for this, or they ask for that. And depending on your answer, they gonna take you there, but they gonna take their time taking you there. And then once you get there, they gonna want you to hook them
up. So do you catch Uber a lot or what? Versus
yeah, I take nothing but taxis and Uber. Somebody wrote here, no more Uber in Colombia. No, that was temporary. They lasted about a month. Uber changed their policies, and you can call Uber. There's InDriver, there's DD, there's all kinds of car apps here now, but Uber is still here.
Okay.
I should know. I just sent the girl home 45 minutes ago, no, an hour ago on Uber, so it still works here.
Oh, okay. Who was that? The wifey?
Huh?
Who's that? The wifey? Do I hear wedding bells in the
No. I'm not in no serious relationship. I just have a lot of friends. I just got a lot of close associates.
So you're not a player. You just crush a lot.
I'm just chilling, man. I'm just having fun. I'm feeling my way through. If I find somebody here that knocks my socks off, hey. But for right now, I'm just having fun, man. I'm just do my thing, enjoy myself, keep to myself, and that's it.
Oh, so you would get married over there if you find the right girl?
If I found the right one, would I get married over here? I probably would.
Okay, that's good, man. So that's something you're looking forward to in the future, right? Or what?
Yeah. I'm not trying to do anything right now. Really, what I'm trying to do right now, Rich, is get myself established here, credit-wise, with different accounts, learning the city really well, where everything is. because at some point I am going to make that final move here. I have nothing in the States and I'm just here. But for right now, I still have my little place in the States for such emergencies like this. If I was forced to go back home, I got somewhere I can go back home too. But once I get really settled in and learn the language a little bit better than what I know now, then for sure, I'm gonna probably buy a house here, buy a car here, and all that kind of good stuff.
Okay. Still rent's wrong, but it's all good. All right, man. So you think Colombia is a little more dangerous than the DR? Because that's a common question. People, they ask. Man, I think some people say the DR is more. Some people say Colombia. Man, what you think, bro?
Honestly, it depends on the neighborhood that you're in. I mean, I'm not in areas like that, man. I don't roll in the hoods. I'm not Miko. I don't go in the hoods. I'm not trying to film nobody in the hoods. I don't do none of that, man. I'm normally in the most luxurious areas that you can be in these cities. So, uh, as far as which one is dangerous, yeah, they both dangerous to me. But I don't really roll like that, man. I don't go into El Centro. I know that's one a lot of people go to, especially at night in El Centro. I don't even go in that direction. I don't go to Bayo. I don't go to Bailey. I don't go to Manrique. I don't go to none of those, man. I'm never in those areas, so I can't tell you for sure which one is what. But I do know if you take your ass in there, you don't speak no Spanish, you're gonna have problems regardless of which city you go to or which country you go to.
Right. All right. You did have a taxi cab driver, right?
Huh?
Shay Star is asking, do you have a recommended? I guess it's saying a taxi driver or a personal driver, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I got a bunch of different drivers I can recommend as far as taxi drivers. Yeah, I got quite a few. I got the guy that I use now, Jason. His dad, he drives. There's Alvaro. There's goddamn, what's his name? I mean, would you want male or female? There's a whole bunch of them. But I can tell you prices if you're coming from the airport about how much you should pay. Normally coming from the airport, if you're coming into the city, you shouldn't spend no more than $20, $25, which is no more than right now. But that's like 80 mil peso, less than 80 mil. It's like between 70 and 75 mil peso total. You paying more than that? No, you need to get out and find you another driver. But if you want that, I can grab my other phone and I can get a number out right now. Somebody's. But you ain't coming in now unless you are a resident or a Colombian. I mean, you ain't coming in here until April.
Yeah, you don't need that right now. Tourist. Now his link is in the chat, y'all. Make sure everybody is 93 people watching. So if y'all hadn't subscribed to his channel or mine, I know some people watch it don't subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
I know, man. I look at my analytics and I got like over 50% of people that watch and not subscribe to the channel. I'm like, well, how does that make any sense?
Man, mine is about 30 to 40% also. And that's been a solid number for a while. And I see you close to 4,000 subscribers, man. How many away are you?
I think I'm like, I don't know, like 14 or 15, something like that. 114, 115.
Man, let's try to move that mark, y'all.
Something like that.
Everybody subscribe real quick, man. We're gonna help this man get to 4,000. Anybody?
Yeah, it's something like that, Rich.
Subscribe? Hit that button. You say what now? Oh yeah, it's closed. Yeah. A friend of mine, he called a cab from the airport one time, and brother OW, he tells this on his channel, and he was walking through the airport, and some guy said, "Hey, I guess he thought that was his driver because he got to drive it through somebody." So y'all were like, hey, you such and such and such. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. So he thought it was his driver that was picking him up. So he left with the guy. When he got in the car, there was another guy in the car too, right? So then, he started talking about the price. So they took off or whatever. He thought it was kind of funny. Something happened to MarKell internet. But anyhow, I'm gonna finish telling the story. He thought it was something funny going on because, the guy didn't really like, he didn't like say, hey, yeah, I know such and such. Basically, he had a funny feeling about it. And so he told him, he said, yeah, it's gonna be like 70 mil, right? 70 or 80 mil. So the guy was like, no, 200 mil. He was like, 200 mil? We're like, no, man, the agreement was such and such. So he goes back to his phone and the person he was supposed to meet, like, yo, where you at? So at this point, he know he got. He went in the wrong cab. So he end up, long story short, the guys continue to want the 200 mil, and he ended up having to pay the 200 mil because he was already in the cab. It wasn't nothing he could do but either jump out or scream, or he didn't know if they had guns or whatever. So it's important when you guys are catching cabs, man. Do not, if somebody's steering you to a cab, unless they work for the airport, do not roll with that person, man. Make sure y'all roll with like those cabbies that line up right there in that certain line. You want to roll with those cabbies and don't just ride with any old cabbie. Ride with the cabbies that the airport recommend, or the one Brother MarKell's recommend, or somebody that you know. And then another good thing y'all could do is what I did was I told my cabbie to have my name. Like, hey, put my name on a piece of paper. When you out there, I can see you. So that's what I did. I hopped in the cab and I was good. I was telling them about this guy I knew that he was supposed to meet a cabbie through somebody else, and he went to the airport and somebody was like, yeah, I'm here. And it was just some random guy, and he got in the cab. It was two people. Long story short, he couldn't get out the cab. They charged him 200 mil, he didn't know if they was armed. He didn't know, but he was already in the cab, like halfway, there, and he was trying to negotiate the price, and they was like, nah, 200 mil. And he pretty much got something going on with MarKell's internet. So hopefully he can come back in. Anyhow, anybody got any good questions? It looks like the chat is y'all in the chat. Y'all kind of like talking to each other. Nobody asking any good questions. Shout out to Dre Hart, man. What's good with your player? Dre Hart in the building. My homie. Make sure y'all click that link on Dre Hart and subscribe to my homie page. He almost at 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm back on, man. Sorry about that. I keep getting these girls hitting me up, and every time they hit me, it want to click off. That's what's happening. So I just disband with all of them calling. I just cut off my WhatsApp. So there shouldn't be any more interruptions. Sorry about that.
Hey, man, you the man out there in that piece, man. You got them blowing your phone up, brother.
No, not at all.
They all want to come through.
No.
So what?
Not at all.
Since we're talking about that, man, I know it's been a few cases in Colombia where some females have drugged some guys. Is that something you worry about? Or
me personally, no. I don't go to the bars like that, and I'm not out in spots like that, in nightclubs and strip clubs. But you do hear about it from other locals here that tell you to be careful when you go out. They have something what's called devil's breath that they blow in guy's face, and it basically renders you unconscious. And they get robbed that way. You get a fine young girl, take them up in a bar. They meet them in a bar, take them outside, blow in their face, leave them naked, usually on a park bench somewhere, and they don't know what happened. They spike drinks. You got to be careful with that. For those of you that like to use drugs, be careful what you're getting when you're out there doing that, because you don't know exactly what you're going to be getting. So when it comes to stuff like that, so you hear from the locals all the time. Whenever we get ready to go somewhere, they always tell you, don't take this from just any nobody. Pay attention when you're going outside, when you're leaving nightclubs. But like I said, I don't do a whole lot of that stuff anyway.
Man, I done seen this like 3 or 4 times. People saying Miko made bun. My question is, are you a Miko supporter? You know what
He
I'm saying?
made
Like,
bun. How the hell he made bun when he was just on the run? Who gonna let him back out of jail? He just showed you he wasn't gonna stay.
are they trolling me, man? They probably trolling,
I don't
man.
know, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. You've been on the run for how long? And they just caught you brought you back from another country.
Extradite.
I can't even say the word
Extradite,
right.
yeah.
From another country, they put you back in American jail, and then they're gonna give you bail. I don't know about that. He must have some pull somewhere. Had to.
He must have had some pull the first time to get away.
Yeah, if that's true, which who knows? I don't know. You see a lot of things on the internet. People say a lot of things, but who knows?
Man, people say stuff on the internet they definitely won't say in person. You know what I'm saying? They man, I'll tell you, man, some stuff people be saying.
You got a lot of keyboard warriors. You got a lot of He-Mans behind the keyboard. They see you in person. Oh man, how you doing? Yeah, I was just messing with you. Yeah, okay, no problem. You already know how that goes.
I think they just shout out to Coach 32, man. I think they just want some attention, man, But if you want attention, hit the damn super chat. We'll give you all the attention you want, goddamn. You can put a long ass message on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that message can be long as shit. I sit there and read it.
You gonna read the whole thing?
Damn right, because the longer the message, the more money you gotta put on that super chat.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Nah, but man, in real talk though, man, if you getting ready to retire and you're about to be a retiree, you should visit some of these countries instead of just watching a few videos and deciding that's where you want to be. Because what happens a lot of times is people watch a video and they think a country is a certain way or culture is a certain way. And when they get there, they don't like it. And I always say, man, you should go and stay at least a month or two, get to know the people, get to know the culture, get to know the neighborhood, make sure that's somewhere you want to be. I mean, I did that for 3 years before I decided to get my visa here. 2 years before I decided to get my visa, my retirement visa here. I love the people here, man. People in Colombia are super friendly. With females, I mean, she could be drop dead gorgeous. She'll sit right there and talk to you. As long as you can speak Spanish, she'll talk to you. That doesn't mean you're going to get the number. Or if you get the number, that doesn't mean she's going to answer. So, a lot of people get that twisted here, but people are super nice, super friendly to meet. Always inviting you over to their house for dinner or birthday party or get together of some sort. That's just how they are here, man. People want to make you feel welcome everywhere you go here. You feel like you part of the group when you're here, and that's real talk.
Now, Coasty, he took your driver, and I remember seeing that driver. She was a cool lady.
Yeah, that's Margarita.
And she even took him to the grocery store after the ride down the mountain and all that. I think she took him to the grocery store. He got the groceries and stuff, and we loaded it up because me and him, we had a 5-bedroom spot in El Poblado.
Okay.
Penthouse, matter of fact, yeah. So she helped him get to go, and she helped him take the grocery up because we didn't have no elevator.
Yeah. Oh, y'all didn't have no elevator.
Hell no. But it was only 4 flights of steps, though. But it was a good workout, though. It was a good workout,
Now I got there's 5 elevators in this building.
How tall is your building?
25 floors.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta have one. This one was only 4. It's like apartment building.
Okay.
Yeah,
we got 25 floors, so we got a pool up top, a gym, 2 saunas, some kind of Turkish sauna or some shit they call it. It's a lot of amenities here. It's a lot of amenities in this apartment complex. but it's definitely not for kids. Let me say that real quick too. If you're a family coming to Colombia, you want to ask them specifically about bars on the windows or the patio if it's like barred in or whatever, because they definitely got different safety rules here than they have in the U.S. I mean, the glass. I don't know how your place was, Rich, but in the shower, the glass is super thin. If you just lean up against it, it might break. The windows here that lead outside, super thin. Whenever there's wind, those windows, man, they just vibrate like they're getting ready to just break open. So, you got small kids, I would definitely would pay more attention to where I would be staying here if you're bringing a family. Now, if you coming by yourself and you just happen to get drunk and you fall off the 15th floor or something, now, that's on you. But if you got small kids, man, I definitely would pay attention to that.
You got a question right here. Uh, how you dress for Colombian weather?
Well,
I know a
can I
lot of
wear?
people say don't wear shorts. You wear shorts
Man,
out
I wear
there?
shorts every day.
Right. I always just take one pair of pants when I go, but I wear shorts even at night, man. I'm like,
I wear shorts. I don't even have a pair of pants. I wear shorts every day. Can you dress with? Now, here's the thing. If you're gonna be in the Poblado area, you can wear any damn thing you want. You can walk around. I walk around my iPhone out, my note out. Everybody here got the same things, so you ain't got to worry about nobody stealing whatever it is you got on or you being singled out in Poblado. Now, if you're in some of the other neighborhoods, I can't speak on that. You over in Stratos 3 or Stratos 2, and you walk around with an iPhone. I don't know how much longer you may have it if you're trying to show it. But over here in Poblado, ain't nobody gonna mess with you over here, dude. You in the financial district, all the banks, everything. There's a lot of people here, that work from their home. They got their phones out. Nobody pays that shit no attention. So I would really say it depends on where you're talking about staying here.
yeah, he want to know how much your rent is, man. He gonna throw a little something on it.
Oh, my rent is well, it was 12.20. With the exchange rate is more like 11.80 now.
11.80 a month. So you must got a
Yeah.
really, really fly place. Like now you in
It's
El
all right.
Poblado, right? So that shit is expensive as hell.
Yeah, I'm in Poblado. This is cheaper than the one I was in, the Energy Living building.
You was in
If you go to
energy?
huh?
You was living in energy?
The Energy Living building? Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
building with all the funny looking
Yeah. Yeah.
architect. God damn, I know
Yeah.
that
I
shit.
was I was living over there for 4 months. And the rent for a 1 bedroom apartment was a little more than 2,200 a month.
Mm, that'd be probably
But
like 5,000 in America.
oh yeah, easily. That building, dude, like probably 6.5 for the apartment that I had. Because that building off the chain with all the amenities. This guy is off the chain.
Did you get it through Airbnb?
Which one? This one or the Energy Living building?
I'm sure
Well,
the
this
energy went
one,
through Airbnb, right?
the Energy Living building went through Airbnb. The one that I'm in now, I had my housekeeper come over and find it when I was when I was back in the States. Uh, that's another thing. If you know some locals here that you trust, have the locals negotiate for you. Because this apartment was supposed to be 1,600 a month, but because it was a local that went and talked to them, they gave them the local price versus the tourist price, and that's the difference. When you don't speak the language and you're not from here, you're gonna get a price that's not the local price. You're getting the tourist price.
Shout out to O.J. Jackson, man. That's a funny ass picture you got, bro. Said, I heard Rhoda Tate be expatting with chicks with no
With no
kneecap.
kneecaps.
What up, Uncle MarKell? If y'all ain't never heard of O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, man, y'all subscribe, man. I'm sure y'all heard of him. You know what I'm saying? He like king of this shit, man.
Niggas with
but,
no kneecaps, though.
but
Okay.
no kneecap, man. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. All my chicks got kneecaps. They need kneecaps because they need to get down. Now let me start.
What he said? You need a house. You had a housekeeper in the States. You got that kind of money. I didn't have a housekeeper in the States. Well, at least not since I've been retired. I haven't had a housekeeper in the States, no.
Shout out to Dre Hart, man. Make y'all subscribe to Dre Hart, man. He right at 1,000, man.
There's been talk of a curfew in Medellin. Not that I'm aware of. No one has mentioned, and I haven't seen anything on any of the group chats or anything that I go to where they talked about a curfew here. So no, I haven't seen any of that.
Okay.
But housekeepers here are cheap, man. What do y'all think I paid for a housekeeper? How much would you think I paid for a housekeeper a day, Rich?
Per day?
Yeah. Per day, or because I only have her over twice a day. I mean, twice a week.
Twice a week, okay.
She cooks, she cleans, and she'll get the groceries or whatever else she needed to do that day. So she do an 8-hour day.
Oh, an 8-hour day.
Okay, so how much?
You probably give her about $25 a day, so $50.
Yeah, about $50. You about right. She get 150,000 pesos a week.
Yeah, because I knew somebody that lived out there. You know Binky?
Binky, no.
He used to have the restaurant out there. He had one. He was paying probably like I say about 20 a day or 15, something like that.
And you know that's way more than what they get paid here a day. You know they only make $5 to $7 a day for working 8 hours.
So you pay her damn good then. She good.
Yeah, she is not complaining. For 2 days, I mean that's basically a week's worth of work that she's getting for almost 2 weeks for working 2 days.
Right. You get a housekeeper in America, you're gonna pay about 150 a day.
Oh yeah.
Or more.
I had one in the States that would come once a week, and for 8 hours, it was almost $200. Yeah.
Right.
It was almost $200.
Right, absolutely, man. Shit, that's the luxuries, man, of living abroad, man. Because you may be a person that never had a housekeeper. Now you can afford a housekeeper, a personal driver,
a chef. If you want a chef, if you want a masseuse to come to your house, hell, even the doctor makes house calls. You can have a doctor come to your house.
Word.
Yeah,
how much do a doctor make, man?
Huh?
How much do a doctor make, man?
Here, on average?
Either DR or there. Yeah, because I be hearing conflicting stories, man.
I don't know the exact salaries. I just know what's posted online. From what I've seen online, they make between $35,000 and $40,000 US a year.
So basically, if you got some type of income coming in where you can make $20,000 a year, you could probably live a decent life out there, huh? 20 USD? Yeah. 20 USD? You can make it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know cats that's living here on $1,000 a month. That's all they get for Social Security is $1,000. And one lives in Sabaneta in a 1-bedroom. His rent's around $300. So he's got $700 a month to do whatever he wants to do with it. And if you don't go crazy when you go here trying to chase women, I mean, you can pretty much do whatever. You know, you got a girlfriend here, you in a married girl here, and you got, $1,500 extra a month after you pay the rent, and you balling here.
Right. Shoot, man, I'll tell you, man. I got young kids now, but man, if I was in a position, I'll be right there.
Well, that's why I'm trying to, we were talking about that earlier, how people be trashing. You talking about, oh man, y'all just out there because of the women. No, you got to look at the total picture. The total picture is you get so much money, so much more out of your money when you're in a country like this, that you can live in the best areas. You can have the chef, you can have the maid, you can have the masseuse, you can have the personal driver. You can go anywhere, anytime you want. And it may cost me, I can call somebody right now, Rich, go to the mall. It may cost me $2 to go from my house to the mall, hang around with the driver or whatever, hang out with the girls there, come back, that's another $2. I spent $4 to go to the mall. What Uber driver you gonna call, or what taxi you gonna call, take you to your local mall for $4? Take you there and bring you back home.
Boy, It's like $7 to step in a cab, man. $8. I hate to see what the price is in New York. It might
That's
be
what I'm
like,
saying, man. People don't understand the benefits. Now, I'm not saying living overseas is for everybody, because obviously it's not going to be for everybody. But for those of you who are thinking about it, that's why retirees leave the U.S. and come to countries like this, because their money goes so much further. The lifestyles that they're used to having when they were working, that you don't get that same kind of money when you retire, you can take that money and come to a country like this and do the same things you were doing in the States.
right. Have you thought about buying property over there?
Not right now. I haven't even looked at it. Like I said, I'm just trying to establish my credit right now and get all that squared away. I have 2 different bank accounts. I have a couple of credit cards from different department stores open up. I got, the cell phone place. But I'm just trying to get myself established. When I do get ready to make that move, I got somewhere I can get easy financing and all that stuff done. So, and that's another thing. For those of you who have destroyed your credit in the U.S., you can come here and start completely over.
That's what's up, man. That's good game right there too. Shout out to Fitness and Travel, man. He didn't make a comment, but got a question for Brother MarKell, man. Let me know. We rolling on an hour and a half, and I know Brother MarKell got things to do. He
No,
already
I'm
turned
good.
he already turned his hotline off. You know. So what about clothing down there, man? I mean, because I heard another YouTuber say, man, it's like hard to find a size 12 shoes, hard to
Yeah.
find 2 or 3X shirts, and
What I do is I order stuff from the States and have it sent to my mailbox. They have what used to be Mailbox, etc. is called MBO's Market now. And what it is, it's the same service. They give you a Miami address, and you order from eBay, Amazon, Walmart, whoever, and they'll ship it to your Miami address, and then they'll send it over here through customs. So it usually takes anywhere, by the time it reaches Miami, you're looking at about 2 more weeks before it gets here, and you can get whatever. You just got to be a little patient, and then you got to pay for it. Unlike in the States where when they deliver it, it's free. No, you got to pay for it, coming over here. So as long as it's under $200, because they don't charge you an extra tax on anything under $200, and the weight is low, you're not going to pay that much to get it. You just got to be a little patient.
That's right. Shout out to Bello Gino. I think he's just talking shit right here. He says you guys are going.
Go ahead.
You guys are going over there to take advantage of maids and street chicas. Oh my God, you should be ashamed of yourself. Blah blah blah.
Taking advantage.
I think he's just joking, though. I think he's joking. I know him, so he cool.
Okay, I'm about to say, what the hell? Street chick? I ain't messing with no street chicas, but yeah, you talking about? That ain't me.
We gotta give a shout out to Ebby. Who else I need to give a shout out? Let me know who I need to give a shout out to.
Let's see. Free game, pay attention. Let's see. The dollar exchange rate is blowing up. 54. Yeah, it's over 4,000 here, man. I'm telling you, Rich, when you come out here, I don't know if it's still gonna be 4,000, but I wouldn't have made a peso run, dude.
Maybe I can order. Hey, let me tell you though. Hold on, MarKell. I still got about $200 worth of pesos for my last trip at Cartagena. Well, I went to Medellin too, but I went to Cartagena and Medellin in November. So I still got about $200, worth of pesos, man. I didn't exchange. I mean, I didn't, transfer it back. Oh, I knew I was gonna be back.
That's what it is right now, dude. It's 4,060 to 1.
Yeah, I don't know how much it was when I was over there. It might have been like 3.5 or something, 3.2.
But I can't believe Brazil. Brazil is 5 to 1. Brazil is normally 3, 2.5, 3. It's 5 to 1 in Brazil.
When I went last year to Brazil, it was like 3.2 or 3.3, something like that. It kept fluctuating every day. It was all over the place. But yeah, 5. That's amazing, man. You ever thought about just going over there for a few months? Or?
I thought about it because I'm so close. I thought about it, but I just never got around to it.
All right, I think he trolling, but he paying the troll. It's cool to. Well, if you was a virgin traveling, I mean, what? I mean, what do you mean, bro? When you travel, you don't have to have sex with women, man. That's what a lot of y'all guys don't understand.
No,
Everybody not doing that shit, man. Everybody not doing that shit, bro. I mean, shit. That's why I came back with 200. With the pesos, shit. When I got to Medellin, I was chilling. Shit. You know I left Cartagena though, but shit, everybody ain't doing that, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Um,
what is this? Maids don't give it up for money. They could make
oh,
way
wait,
more money as pros. Come on, man. Let me tell y'all something, man, because again, Rich, there's some confusion here on what people see on these YouTube channels. So let me let y'all in on something. There are women here that would rather have nothing than sell themselves for sex. Okay, you got some real Christian women here who look at that as like that is beneath anything I would ever do in my life. So please do not get that in your head that every woman here in this country is a whore or will be a whore or will do whatever for money. No, there are people in this country who are poor but will not take a dime from you, will not ask you. They could be stopped. They're going to ask you for nothing. That's how strong their beliefs are. My maid is one of them. My maid is not going to go and just do whatever for money. That's not going to happen. She'll sit there and we'll be wanting to have Bible study with me. I'm like, I'm good. But real talk, please don't get that in your head that all these women are all about sex and money. No, that is not the case. There are some women here that are truly believers in God, who truly believe in self-respect, and they're not going to do anything to change the way they are for a few dollars. That's not how it goes.
right. Absolutely, man. You know how people are, man. A lot of the guys they don't travel, so they don't know. But yeah, man. I know a few in Colombia like that, man. I took this one girl out, man. Took her on a nice dinner, and we had a good time. She showed me around a little bit. I thought I was gonna smash MarKell. She like, yeah, don't get down like that. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It was all good though, man. You know,
Now let's get this one out the way, Rich, because I know it's coming. How is it for a Black American in Colombia? This one always kills me. But you've been to Colombia many times. Will you please let your audience know there are people there that look just like us? There are whole
oh,
cities. There are whole cities of nothing but us. They just don't speak English. That's the only
right,
difference.
right,
Hair,
absolutely,
skin
man.
color, everything exact same. They just don't speak English. That's the only difference.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. See, a lot of people don't know their history, man. Like, if you study your history, Cartagena was the slave trade capital of the Americas. You know, like that's where they used to fucking meet up. Like, there's so many black people in Colombia, man. I mean, just like Brazil, it's like more black people than any other country in the world besides Africa. I mean, it's more black people. So a lot of people, I mean, they just look at it the wrong way. You know, they don't understand. They could have very well been born in Colombia. You know, like if your ship would have made it right. Like you would have been, you know what I'm saying? Like you could be down there right now, like motherfucker,
total,
you don't even
total
know it.
different life. You could be having a totally different life.
Right. Shout out to watermelon caviar. I don't know what that stands for, but hello, Gino. What up, man? He said just being sarcastic, man, at
Oh,
these
okay.
arrogant non-travelers. Hey, Unc, I need some of your VA game to go from 30% to 100. So he's a vet too.
Okay, you need to watch the channel. Wait till I come on
Absolutely,
live.
man. Watch this, bro. He give out so much info. I know one day he was talking about the cars for veterans and shit. I was like, man, I ain't know they give people cars and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, my Beamer. Where you think it came from? They bought my
A
Beamer.
Beamer?
I put money with it to finish paying it off, but yeah, my X5, yeah.
God, a brand new joint?
No, it wasn't brand new. It's not brand new.
So they let you pick the car and everything.
Well, basically what happens is they give you a voucher you take to the dealership, and then you pick out whatever the hell you want. If you want to finance it, you finance it. You want to pay it off, you pay it off. You pick, it's your money. At that point, you do whatever you want, and you get the title. And if you want to turn around and sell it after you get it, that's your choice. But yeah, if you qualify for it,
is it hard to get that?
Is it hard? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a certain type of disability. But not just that, dude. I got the housing grant for $85,000. So if I go buy a new house, I get to upgrade it with the $85,000 that they gave me for the housing grant.
And you already got that?
Yeah. I just gotta use it. And I don't know if I ever want to use it.
$85. Can you use it over there? Can you use it over there?
Benefits out there. I try to tell veterans about all the time.
Can you use that out there?
Oh yeah, yeah. When I get ready to buy a house, I can use that to remodel or whatever, because it's basically for my disability. Like if I want to have a walk-in shower, or I want to add whatever to the house, or ramp in the front or whatever, that's what all that money's for.
Word. Shout out to Ron G, man. Hey, appreciate you, Ron G, man. You've been down since day one, man. Appreciate
that, Ron.
He said one of his favorite YouTubers, MarKell. Let me see what's going on in the chat.
Best time, worst time to travel. Me personally, best time to travel would be wintertime, right during the holidays, right on the holidays. I've traveled so cheap on the holidays, and I usually travel really early in the morning or really late at night, and there's usually nobody next to me on any of my flights. The worst time to travel, summertime, when everybody's out of school, and that's obvious. When the kids are out of school, everybody's going on summer vacation, summer break. That's the worst. That's when the rates are at their highest.
Right. You ever heard of this brother right here, Andre? Andre and Andrea love crossing borders. You ever heard of his channel?
No.
He's got a pretty good channel. His whole channel is about finding love abroad, or either falling in love with the borders you cross. You know what I'm saying? So he's in Cali, Colombia, and he talks about finding love in Colombia, basically, or either just moving to Colombia and just loving the country. Real positive channel.
Okay, so I'm about to check him out then.
Yeah, so if y'all want to check him out, go ahead and click on his type in the chat, man, so they can see your channel again, Andre. Not sure if he's still in here, but anyhow, man, I want to give some shots out to everybody in the chat: Shay Star, Ron G, Ron Mexico, Quinta Fox, Crimp, Bonjour, Third World, everybody that's in the chat. I appreciate everybody joining us on this live. If you got any good questions, go ahead and post it. I'm going to skip the line, hit the super chat, support the platform. So we're going on an hour and 38 minutes. So I'm definitely going to end this in 20 minutes because I'm tired in the mud. Hey, I got to catch me a nap. I usually get off and take me a little nap before I get on the internet. But what you got going on tonight, man? You just chilling?
Just chilling, man. You still working though? That you serious? You still going to work?
Huh? Oh no! I said I got off work earlier. I work in a normal time, but usually like when I get off, I take me a nap because a lot of times I be staying up late, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
bro. Let me tell you something, man. When you retire, and a lot of people don't realize this, man, you're gonna miss work your first 2 years when you retire. because I retired at the age of 36.
Oh,
And
damn.
my first 2 years, man, it was rough because you don't have nothing to do, right? You just try to find things to do. But now, what is it, 11 years later? Man, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what
Right,
time it is.
right. Hey, I get it, man. I get it, bro. I get it.
I'm never in a rush. I get up when I feel like it, lay down when I feel like it. I mean, you get used to it after a while, but the first 2 years, Rich, when you get done working, trust me, it's gonna be rough
Be
because you're
boring
used
as
to
hell
getting up
sometimes.
every day doing something.
Yeah, because you have way more time than you used to, man. And man, that's a good thing, man. You know you made it to retirement. Some people don't make it to see any of their money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know, man. It's been a lot of cats, man, that I grew up with that have gone, that passed away, and even being here though, Rich, I feel blessed, man, to be where I am in the position that I'm in. Um, I try to help people if I can. I mean, I'm not rich, but somebody needs some help, and if they truly need help, and you talk to them, you get what you feel. You know what I'm saying? You in their country, you're a visitor in their country. They're allowing you to be here. I just try to treat people with respect and help out people when I can, and that's what I believe in karma. If you do good, good comes back to you. So that's always been the way I live.
Now I did hear you talk about giving money out on your channel too. Now you said the damn expats they be trying to run that game. Tell them about that expat game they be running.
Oh man, them damn expats. Some not all expats. Now there's some expats that are out there, bro, that are really good people that try to help you with everything. But then you got some of these expats out here that's looking for you to finance their dream, their business, trying to get you to pay their rent. They got all kinds of stories out here when you run into expats. Some of them were in the States, got kicked out because they didn't have papers. You got some of them here that got warrants, they can't go back to the States.
Oh
They got all
really?
kind of issues here, man.
They got expats that have warrants in the states. You mean?
Yeah,
And then they can't go back. But in Colombia, you can't stay for so long, right?
you're not supposed to. They got to fine you. You know what I'm saying? It's you're illegal in the country, basically.
You ever
You'll
been
be here
ID'd?
illegally.
You ever been
Huh?
ID'd out there?
Me?
Yeah, by the police.
Sunday I got ID because they were looking for those tourists that had got out of the hotel. Yeah.
So besides that, you never really been ID'd out there?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Mm. You
On
never
this side
been
of
pulled
town?
over like
No.
while in an Uber?
Not in a taxi.
In the
I
taxi?
was in a taxi driving through Buenos Aires and we got stopped. Now on this side of town, no. It's got to be something real bad for the police to stop you on this side of town, bro. They don't even bother you at all.
What about DR now? I know they done jacked your ass.
Now I never. Well, take that back. One time when I was on El Conde, I got propositioned by a couple cops talking about they hungry, and I'm like, dude, I ain't got nothing on me but a credit card. Unless you want to go over here to this restaurant to get something to drink, I can't help you. They kind of like, all right, and then they walked away. But I've heard a lot of stories about different people in the DR walking late at night, getting jacked up by the police, or renting a car because they know all the rental cars. You rent a car, you get pulled over. That happens all the time. Now here, I don't know. I've never rented a car here. I have a driver, and I'm usually in the Poblado area. El Tesoro Poblado area. So I've never had an issue with the cops here. Knock on wood.
All right, I got some Alexander hit me on the super chat, man. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate it. I believe that's Felder. I believe that's Felder in the YouTube. I think that's his name on the YouTube. Shout out to you, brother. Man, I got a donation the other day, a super chat from Big D over there in Sasua. The other day, I didn't even know it was him. I guess he was watching the channel, man.
Big D. That's the barbecue guy?
Yeah. cool brother, man. I remember
Yeah.
the first time I went to Sasua, man. Me and my boy, he was like, man, it's a dude from Atlanta down here cooking barbecue, man. We gonna eat at his spot. You know, he was just telling me about this guy, and when we got there, and we finally got to Sasua, man. We chilling in front of New Garden, and guess who rolled by? Big D. I'm like, damn, man, that's the dude you talking about. He was like, yeah, man, he's still out here. So we talked to him and went down there, ate that food, man. That was some good barbecue down there, man. So if y'all in Sasua, check out Big D's. I think he's like, I think his hut is like, 100. I think it might be like 101 or something like that. On
Okay.
Sasua, check out Big D. You ever had his food before?
No, I've seen him there the time I went there, and doesn't he have a YouTube channel? Yeah, you just say he had a YouTube channel, right?
Well, no, he hit me on the Cash App, so I guess he was watching. But I don't know
Or
his
some,
YouTube channel though.
I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or somebody featured him on a YouTube channel
Oh,
once.
Taylor had him on like a few months.
Okay. I know I saw him recently, not that long ago. So that's
Yeah,
probably where I saw it then.
yep. But as far as the cops, man, I got pulled over in Colombia, man.
Were you driving a car or what?
I wasn't driving, man. I would never drive down there. I drive in the DR, but I wouldn't drive there, man.
Oh,
Hell
hell
no.
no, I'd never drive to DR. No way. I
I
drive
drove
here
it.
first. No way.
I drove in DR a lot of times, but yeah, you taking a risk. You definitely doing that, but yeah, I had some cops pull me over one night, man. We was coming from one of those clubs, and I think it was the setup though, to be honest. And this cabbie took us from this strip club, and Fossy Does. You ever heard of Fossy Doe?
No.
But anyhow, so we left there, and man, we took about two. We turned about two streets over, man, and we ran right through this little fucking roadblock. I'm like, come on, man, this shit. So, so they pulled the cabbie over, and he looking all like he all on cocaine. You know how the cabbies is. And
Yeah.
so he pulled us over and stopped the car. And he wanted ID from everybody, and they made us get out the car, and they looked at everybody's ID, and they searched our pockets. So when they finally got to my last buddy, he U.S. military also, and he used. Well, I'm not gonna tell everything about him, but anyhow, so he showed his ID and everything, and they said, you U.S. police officer." He was like, "Yeah." He said, "I was working at the Bogota embassy, and shit, man. After that, they were like, oh, here go your ID, man. Y'all have a good night." I'm like, "Oh, cool." You know what I'm saying? But they were damn sure they was looking for drugs and whatever, but
Right.
damn sure finna shake us down. So we
Oh
got
yeah.
out of that. So just be careful, man. When y'all out there at night, man, just be careful, man. With these cops, man. And then the thing about it is, what if you mess around and pull a camera out? What would they do to you, MarKell?
Oh, I don't know. I don't. But look, I'm glad you brought this up, Rich, because I don't know how you move when you travel to these countries, but like I said, I don't go to somewhere unless it's like luxury in these countries. I'm going to the luxury spots, but there have been instances here when people come here, man, and they get into a situation with the locals, they get beat down, even when the cops coming. It ain't like in the States. In the States, the police come, people leave, they scatter. Here, no, they gonna still be whooping your ass. When the cops got you in cuffs, they still whooping your ass. So here, you got to be careful because the laws here are totally different. They totally different. If you look at the mug shots of people here who've been arrested, even Miko, look at his face on his arrest. Look at his face. They will whoop your ass here. They ain't got no problem whooping your ass here. So if you think you big and bad or whatever, okay. Okay.
I seen a fight,
Just
and
know here it don't fly.
I seen a fight right there in the park, man, and they jumped this one dude, man, and his nose was turned that way after the fight, and blood just coming out. He was fucked up. Police came and they were like, "Break it up." Go home. Go home. Them boys came back over there, whooping his ass some more. Police like, go on up. Shit. And then the motherfucker finally, his girlfriend finally got him out of there, and that was it. Like, ain't nobody arrested or nothing. They ain't no.
No, dude. The laws here are totally different, man. They totally different. Y'all need to pay attention to in the DR too. Going down to the DR thinking that you can do whatever. Okay. I mean, they put you in them jail cells. That'll change your mind quick about what you can and can't do.
Right. And then, like you say, man, especially if your Spanish ain't together, man, you get in a jam and Google Translate ain't working, niggas. Hey, they know how to count that money now, you know. They know their English on that. Hey, you don't want to be in that position, boy. So, hey, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Language, man. That language is big. You definitely need to learn some words. If nothing else, abogado. I need a lawyer. Give me a lawyer.
Right. They'll beat your ass even harder than you a lawyer. I noticed a lot of the cops and a lot of them in Colombia, man, they look like kids themselves. Some of them boys be real young, like.
Yeah, it's a lot of female cops too. If you notice that, a lot of them are females, and a lot of them are young. You know, it's weird here compared to the U.S. because I don't know if you paid attention to like the construction workers. You notice how many females are construction workers here compared to what you would normally see in the U.S.
Yeah.
And that'd be some badass female construction workers, man. Boy. I'm talking about, damn.
Yeah, some of them female cops, I'll be like, shh. Hey, lock me up. Shit. Take me to jail. Well, hey, I want to ask you another question, man. Have you ever jumped in a cab or Uber, man, and he was doing cocaine?
One time here, I got into a cab. Where was I? Oh, I was leaving Viva Mall in Envigado, and I jumped in the cab, and he had a little knife with cocaine on it. I said, oh, no, dog. I'll go ahead and take the next one.
He had a knife?
He had a knife with cocaine on the top. He was putting it in his nose.
Bro, I'm not jumping in no cab with no knife. Period.
Like, nah, I'll take the next one.
Hey,
that's
man,
the only time I've seen it.
Now, I've been in two of them that was on that shit. But one dude, man, he was like, I was already in that motherfucker, man. He picked me up from the train station, man. I'm like, well, I ain't got that far to go. MarKell, when I tell you, man, I was nervous, man. I'm like, man, this dude, man, I ain't know what he was gonna do, bro. And I'm riding in the front with him. I don't know why the hell I was in the front with this motherfucker.
No, I always get in the back. I was
like, man, this boat. You want to go? I'm like, hell no, bro. Hey, busting right, bro. I'm like, man, I was nervous, man. So we finally get to the spot. And my ride was like 10 mil. And I ain't had no fucking change. I had 20 mil of it. So I give him the 20 mil. He like, I just. I'm like, bro, hey, give me my goddamn change. So he was like, he ended up giving me about 6 mil back, and he was kind of fumbling. I said, that's fine. That's fine. I just said, keep the mother 4 mil. What that was, $1.50? I was like, man, bro, you. Yeah, I said, well, back then it was probably $1.50.
Yeah, probably $1.50, yeah.
I said, keep that, man. I ain't finna argue with this dude, man. But yeah, you gotta watch out. Hey, shout out to you, man. That was you on the Cash App. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that donation, my brother.
How does the Cash App work? Well, I'm on here with you. What is the Cash App? I keep hearing you say that.
Cash App is it's like it's an app that you download, and what you do is you connect it to your bank account, and people have it on their phone. They gotta have the app too, and then they have their bank account connected, and they basically transfer your money to your account, and you can download it. You can download it instantly, and they may charge you a small percentage. Like let's say you download $5 or something like that, they might charge you 15 cents.
Oh, okay.
But if you download like $100, they may charge you $2 or $3 or whatever to do an instant download. Now, if you just want to download it the standard way, they won't charge you. It may take 2 or 3 days, but of course, if you don't know the person, I wouldn't suggest you doing a huge Cash App transition. But usually, if I know the person, I'll let them do it, and I download it instantly, and I take my money to make sure they can't reverse it. But so Bello Gino says Cash App is just like PayPal. You got PayPal?
Yeah, I got PayPal. Yeah, I
Okay.
got PayPal and PayPal credit and PayPal credit card.
Right. They offer me that, man, but is it good for you?
I don't even use it. I got it for an emergency because I know that JetBlue takes PayPal to buy tickets, right? Airline tickets. So I figure, okay, well, if an emergency comes up and I got no other option because they gave me a $5,000 credit line, I got no other option. Well, fuck it. I'll use this damn PayPal account to buy tickets if I don't have no other cash. So it's kind of like an emergency thing that I have.
Right.
And that's another thing, guys. When you all travel, y'all need to have some credit cards. Do not show up to a country with cash only. And that's all you got. Because if you get robbed, then what you going to do? How you going to handle it? I keep at least a couple credit cards in the safe. A couple other places. I kind of like hide credit cards around the house in case something goes wrong. And then I keep them, you can keep them on your phone that you can pay with Google Pay or Apple Pay, that type of thing. So I always try to look at ways of worst case scenario, how will I handle it? And getting home, somebody robbed me of all my credit cards. I got PayPal. I can get a ticket, get the hell out of here.
Right. Absolutely, man. You always gotta have a backup, man. Especially when you just visiting, you traveling, man. Can't do nothing. I know guys, man, religiously carry $1,500, $2,000, and don't even plan on using the credit card, right? Don't even plan on using it, and then they end up losing their money or something happens. And, oh man, I ain't got no credit card. Oh man, I brought all cash. What the fuck?
See, I'm the total opposite. I don't even carry that much cash. If I got cash on me, it might be the equivalent of $30, maybe $25, because I can call the bank and cancel that transaction. They ain't canceling cash. That shit is just gone. With a debit card or credit card, hey, my car was stolen. I didn't make this purchase. They put it back. But with cash, that shit is gone. Sorry. That's all they're going to tell you. I'm sorry. I can't give it back to you. I'm sorry. But, yeah, I'm the total opposite of that. I don't like traveling with cash because you got to deal with exchange rates. Wondering if you're going to get the right amount, if they're going to short you. And the worst thing you can do is send money through Western Union because you're damn sure ain't going to even get close to the exchange rate. Whatever it is, you ain't even getting close. Like right now, the exchange rate is 4,000. I bet you right now, if you look, it might be.
I just did a Western Union.
Western Union.
I did a Western Union the other day to the kid that was in the Colombia. Yeah. I'm not sure if you saw the video, but they charge it was 3.6.
Yeah, I donated on the video. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was 3.6 on that transfer, man.
See what I'm saying? That's like one of the worst. That's like one of the worst you can do. But in your case, you didn't have many options because how else are you gonna get it to them?
That was the quickest way I knew. And the crazy thing about it is I tried to do it online, and they wouldn't let me do it online. So I had to go make a withdrawal, go to the store and give cash. They were like, "Oh, nah, it's activity."
Yeah, Colombia is restricted when it comes to that. They got a lot of restrictions here when it comes to stuff like that.
Right. Shout out to Travel Explore Click, man. When you talk about credit cards and traveling, man, this dude right here, he
Oh
show
yeah,
you
I've
how.
seen a couple of his channels where he was talking about different credit cards to get. Matter of fact, I got a credit card based off one of his videos. Which one did I get? My reserve card for American Express. He was talking about that card, and I ended up applying and getting that card on one off of one of his videos that he talked about. So I know who that is. I think I'm subscribed to his channel if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Already.
subscribe though. Hook a brother up. Well, let me put your channel back up, man. I'm not. We got 100 and I don't know how many people watching now. 117. I know all y'all not subscribed, man. Go ahead, subscribe to MarKell channel, man. It ain't gonna cost you nothing to subscribe to his channel. He not gonna send you a bill. You know what I'm saying? He actually gonna help you out because when you watch his channel, you're gonna get some information. If you know
Yeah, I
anybody
try.
that's go
And
ahead.
that's the thing, Rich, is I try to help as many people as I can, man. I don't know everything. Wish I did, but I don't. But I do try to help people as much as I can, man. Get information out there, uh, just for people to get out, man, and travel and see the world. And you know how it is when you leave the states, man. I'm probably you be excited as hell when you get on that plane, when you touch down in that country. You know, it's a whole different feeling for those of you who've never traveled outside the U.S. Uh, you get to see and do a lot of things, dude, that you never thought were possible. That you see on TV, those same things you watching on TV, you can actually do. That's the power of that U.S. passport.
Absolutely, man. Hey, black man got options. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, black man got options, man.
And that kills a lot of people that you have options to do the same thing that they're doing. And I know somebody's like, well, you know what? They still gonna treat you a certain way because of the color of your skin. I haven't had that problem since I've been here. I've had no one that just singles me out because I'm black. I don't. That hasn't happened. Whether I'm here to DR or any of those other countries, I haven't experienced that. Have you had a problem, any kind of problem like that, Rich?
As far as race, hell
Yeah.
no. Most of these countries, man, when they see you, man, they they for whatever reason, man, shoot, they roll out the red carpet, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go in the store, they be like, "Yo, can I help you?" I go in the store out here, they be like, "You got your receipt?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different feeling, man. I can't describe it, man. You guys got to go if you never been traveling. Um, so you feel like um, in Colombia that they treat you better than you would get treated in America?
Oh,
Or you,
by far, by far. You get so much more respect here, dude. Cab drivers open the door for you. They get out, open the door for you so you can get in.
for real?
Um, Dude, you get so much more respect in this country than you do in your own country. You go in a restaurant in the States, they may have an attitude, this, that, and the other. Here, man, they so happy to see you come in, have a seat, everything's well. How's your seat? You don't want a different chair? Can I get you this? Can I get you that? Great customer service here, man. No, you get far more respect in these countries than you do get in your own country. That's real talk.
It's real talk, man. But some people would differ, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say them people never went because ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I'm saying, what kind of experience? Because that's what killed one of the people say, oh, well, there's a lot of racism over there. Over where? In Colombia? In the Dominican Republic? What the hell? You sure you were in the Dominican Republic? Are you sure you were in Colombia? Because how can we have that big of a difference in experience? Because sometimes people bring baggage with them, Rich, when they travel that they should leave at home. Because everybody that I see that comes here, they love it here. They don't have an issue here.
What's up, Rami? That's good.
Yeah, I watched that video you did with him when he was filming. He had was on the streets with his camera. Yeah,
Right,
I saw
right,
that
right.
one.
Man, he just started YouTube. He had like 4, 5,000. This stuff is blowing up, man. Quick. Uh, hey, thanks. Appreciate that, Will Biggs. Well, Biggs, make sure everybody's subscribed up, man. Like MarKell said earlier, man. It seems like 30-40% of the people that watch are not subscribed. Even the loyal watchers, like the guys that always on my live, man. Sometimes I go in there and click on their page just to see. And I'll be like, that sucker ain't even subscribed even all the goddamn time. Don't you get
Let me
that shit?
let me explain something to people out there that don't know how this works in the YouTube game. When you get to a certain number of subscribers, you can get sponsorships. And once you start getting sponsorships, that's when you really start making money on YouTube. Like right now, and I'll be honest, right now, dude, I get anywhere between, depends on the month, but like last month, I got around 475 up for the month. And that's just all ads that I barely had any super chat because I really don't ask for super chat. I really don't ask people for anything. People donate because they want to. But if I was to like, okay, let's do super chat. Let me do what some of these other guys used to do, like, I'll meet you at the airport. I'll get you to your spot and charge you X amount of money. There's all kinds of ways.
That's true.
People do stuff like that,
That's
but
true.
that's not me because I don't have the patience for it. I don't.
Now tell me about these crazy people that hit you up and be asking you all these weird questions and shit. You don't get that?
Oh, dude. Emails. Can you go in the strip club and show me what the girls look like with no clothes on?
Right.
When you go in the restaurant, can you put a sneak cam on so I can watch it bent over? I'm like, man, what is on my channel that even makes you think I would want to do something like that? I'm sure you get it, Rich. You get all kinds of people. That's why I shut down my email, man. I used to get some.
Oh, you don't do
crazy.
The email no more?
No, I let people not email. I let people contact me through Facebook and Instagram because the filter system is much better. Because if something's getting said crazy on Facebook, they have to report it. So it has to be something clean going through there and Instagram. So I stopped doing emails, man. That shit was so crazy with those emails. Put a hole in your shirt, put a camera in, and then go in and watch the waiter bend over. Watch the waiter bend over. And then post it on your YouTube channel. Man, what is this?
I think they're trolling you, man. They gotta be trolling you, bro.
I don't know, but I gave up.
Man.
I gave up on that shit. I gave up.
Hey, that's a funny ass shit, man. But shit, you fuck around, get messed up, man, trying to do hidden cameras in certain places and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I don't do that, man. Everybody I put on camera, I ask permission. Or I put in a compilation video, I ask permission. It ain't that hard. Hey, you want to be on YouTube? Send me your best picture. Just.
Uh-oh. Somebody done froze him up. Or is that me? Can y'all hear me? Hit one. Can y'all hear me? Hit one. Man, shout out to Robbie, man. Appreciate that interview the other day, man. Real cool guy, man.
Man, I gotta do something. These girls, they relentless, bro.
Oh, they calling.
Relentless.
Hey man, that sounds like a good problem, man. You know.
But again, that's the difference between living here and visiting. They gonna call you when you live here.
Yeah. That's a good problem there.
Let's see. Just subscribe. He's definitely giving some good game. Just trying to help people out, man, based upon the experience and stuff that I've been through as a traveler. I haven't been out there and seen as much as a lot of other travelers, but I try to help people as much as I can with information.
Right. Shit, man, that's all I try to do, man. I try to, give out good information and everything. Some people appreciate it, some don't, but it comes with the territory, man. You already know.
Of course, you're going to have haters in every group, Rich. You got people that jealous of you right now because you're on YouTube. You're going to get some hate comments in here you're going to go back later and read, or you're going to get some hate comments down at the bottom in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? And it's all stupid shit. It ain't nothing of any substance. It's all something stupid. You know,
Right.
you think you this. Like they can read your mind. Well, you think you doing something. Really?
We doing what anybody else could do. You know, you could travel, you can start a YouTube page, you know, and then a lot of guys when they do start a YouTube page, they don't realize how much work this shit is, man. It's
Oh yeah.
work, man. Like you gotta stop your day and do this and do that and answer questions and you know, this and that. It'll be complicated, you know.
Yeah. Editing a video, especially you gonna edit an 8 minute video, put all the scenes in there. Like I do the drone. I'll send the drone up, do the drone video, put the music with the drone. I mean, it's not like you taking 10 minutes or 5 minutes to put all that together. It takes a minute to do it.
He says if Gary Coleman sold weed, that's rich.
Damn.
Oh shit, that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, damn, bro.
He ain't on the stand testifying.
All right,
It's
y'all.
hard work.
Chat participation right here. Do y'all prefer Colombia over DR? If you prefer Colombia, 1. DR, 2. Colombia 1, DR 2, man. Let me see where y'all at with it.
Well, you already know what I prefer. I already got my residency here in Colombia, so I'm Colombia all day. I got love for the DR, man. It's not like because I was just there. I was just there last month.
Man, I'm telling you, I always love DR, man, and I love Colombia too, man. It's just a toss up, man. It's a toss up, definitely, man.
I see a lot of ones.
He said 1 all day.
Yeah, I see a lot of ones.
What country is that blue hat in? These folks say some crazy stuff, but what country that blue hat is in?
It's in Colombia. Let's see. DR is child's play. Wow.
Shout out to Black Man Travels, man. What's going on with you, brother?
What about Brazil, number 3?
Abby said she going with the DR. I'm going with you then.
She going with her country. Hey, that's her country. Hey, she got to go with her country.
All right. Jeff going with the DR. Jeff in the house. What's going on with you? Shout out to Jeff. He said he can't really vote.
He can't vote.
I think, like, if you know, like, let's say I was in your position, I would choose both here. I'll live a few months over there, a few months over there. But I guess I'll figure that out once I'm living there. Because it's different when you're visiting and living, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. Because my whole thing is, you know, my DR trips will be at least once a year. I go check out the DR once a year. I want to add Costa Rica back into the rotation. And since I'm so close to Panama, I want to get into Panama, man. What do you know about Panama?
Man, I was supposed to be going to Panama, man. I was supposed to be going to Cartagena. And from Cartagena, I was going to catch an in-country flight to Bogota. We're going to leave Bogota, go to Panama, come back to Atlanta. So I've never been to Panama. I've been hearing all these stories talking about, oh, it's too expensive. But they told me the same thing when I went to Brazil. It's too expensive. But, man, I did good in Brazil. I was out there for 9 days, and I think I only spent like $600, like, you know. So I thought I did well, you know.
Right. Well, from my understanding of Brazil, because Urban Globetrotter, he's usually on your channel too. He's in Brazil, and he was showing me some spots from Airbnb and hotels there. and it didn't seem as bad as anywhere else. I mean, now they speak English in Panama, and you can spend U.S. dollars in Panama.
Right.
They got their own currency, but you can spend U.S. dollars in Panama. So anywhere you can spend U.S. dollars, it's gonna cost you more money. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be similar to like being in Florida with the cost. Like you know, a hotel is probably gonna run you what 100 and whatever a night, 150, 160 a night, somewhere in there. So, but I just want to go check it out since I'm so close to Panama.
She says, "Come to Las Vegas so I can get on the live." You don't got. Hey, he's all the way in Colombia. He's on the live. So all you gotta do is come on the show one day. Hey, we can chop it up. You know what I mean? Come on, you don't. Hey, I
Las
don't gotta
Vegas.
go to Vegas.
I was in Vegas in January. I stayed at the Palazzo in Vegas.
Brian Bourne said, "Come to Mobile, man. He in Mobile."
That's a definite no. I don't do Alabama no more. I haven't done Alabama since 2008. That's my hometown. I mean, that's where I'm from. But I'll skip Alabama. Closest I'm gonna get to it, Rich, is flying over it. That's the closest I'm gonna get to it.
Right. Alabama, you know, Alabama's all right state though. It's all right, man.
Yeah,
I've been through
I'm
that
good.
time. But I mean, it ain't the first state I want to go to, but you know. But so how you feel about traveling in America, man? You done with that? Oh, you done seen everything in America you need to see?
There ain't too many places left, man, that I would want. I've been to all the majors. I've been to New York, Chicago. I've been to all those, both Baltimore, California, of course, Seattle. I mean, I've been to a bunch of them, dude. There really ain't a whole lot left in the States to see, to be honest with you.
Yes, what part of Alabama you from? He might be your cousin. That's what he said.
What do you say? What part of Alabama? I'm from Demopolis. Demopolis.
What is that near?
It's like 60 miles from Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
It's like 45 minutes from Meridian, Mississippi.
Okay. Meridian, Mississippi. I've been out there before too. Mississippi. Mississippi.
Yep. Another place I am not trying to go back to no time soon.
See, that's the good thing about Panama. The people speak English. So for you guys that don't speak English, you don't mind paying out a little more money. You know, Panama, a lot of people don't speak English out there.
Yeah, well, anytime you go on somewhere where there's English and they take the American dollar, oh yeah, it's gonna cost you to go out there. But that's cool. It's like it's no different, dude. If you went to New York, how much is that gonna cost you to stay in New York or stay in Chicago?
Last time I went to New York, bro, they was charging like like $15 across the George Washington Bridge, man. That's just to get into New York. And that was damn 15 years ago. and it was the toll to get to that bridge was about $20. I mean, it cost me to go to New Jersey to New York, man. It was like $40, bro. And that's just driving. That ain't including gas. They was charging like $35 a park, man.
Oh yeah.
New York is ridiculous. And this was years ago. I'm sure they charging $40 or $50 a park now. But I don't know. I ain't been up there in a minute. But
yeah, I haven't been to New York. Well, I flew through New York to get to the DR when I left Phoenix this last time. But I can tell you from the last time I was in California, in San Diego, bro, I don't know how they do it. I mean, you either got to be wealthy in California or you got to be poor, because that's the only way they can make it with rent. They give rent assistance to people who make under a certain amount of money. But if you in the middle, man, you just screwed.
if you want to get on and show everybody her face, you gotta hit my email. My email is Roll the tape.
Rich about to make a trip to Las Vegas.
Oh no, I ain't going out there. She want everybody to see her. Roll the tape at yahoo.com. I want to see what she look like too, though.
Hit her Snapchat.
I don't got no Snapchat, man. I'm over 40.
I don't do Snapchat either.
I don't know what that is.
Let her bring her on the live. Let her talk.
Roll the tape at yahoo.com.
Bring on the live. See what
you don't even got to write that down. Just go ahead and hit it.
What you said?
Yeah, I want to see what she look like. Everybody want to see what she look like.
Watch it be Miko from jail.
Huh?
They said in the comments, watch it be Miko from jail. What?
Oh, man. That's crazy, man.
But y'all got jokes for days.
Well, they want to start talking about Miko, man.
Let's see. Can y'all give the young brother advice on how to travel to these countries or how to save and travel? I can tell you for me, when it comes to traveling, I don't know if your credit card guy's still here. What's his name again for the credit cards?
It's Travel Explore Click.
Yeah.
You still in?
So, like, for me, the way I travel is with points. Like, I'll wait till I get a credit card offer from like American Express, or they have a offer for like you get a certain credit card and you'll get 150,000 points, or you'll get 200,000 points. And I'll get the credit card, dude, and travel off the points, first class, or the same with any of those other credit cards that are out there. And then during the year, I'll buy stuff on the credit card and let those points build up and either use them for travel or use them for cash. That's how I travel. I don't know how you guys do it, but them credit card points, man, that should go a long way.
I sent you the link.
Rich trying to get this girl.
No, she's typing on the screen. I sent you the link. Just all you gotta do is connect to the link in your email. You can do that on your phone. If y'all want to see Ebby hit 1, if y'all don't want to see Ebby hit 2, if I get 50 people saying 1, we're gonna show her, man.
That's if she click on.
I gave her the email, you know.
Man, this could be some dude.
It could be. Hey, I doubt it though. I think she's real.
Damn, you go to the channel. You go to the channel. There ain't nothing on the channel.
Hey, we got a lot of damn one.
There ain't no content on our channel, bro. It just says 47 subscribers. No content.
Hey, man. Hey, she can come. Hey, I just put the link out there. You know, she can come on through the link. I ain't put my number out there.
She in Las Vegas, so I'm trying to get people to get on the Snapchat.
All right, Mark said he seen her on the Snap. She real. I believe she real.
Yeah, but she hadn't hit you yet, though, huh?
Say, what if it's another Kim 123 account like Maria? Hey, man, she'll have my email. That's all she'll have. I believe she's a female, though. I don't think that. Why you get on, Evan? I got all them ones up for you.
I have her on Snap. She's real. Okay. Yeah, but hey, talking about getting on and don't want to click on the email, there you go.
Oh, hey, you called it out, ain't you?
I was on the mayor's live.
Okay, well, you got the link for this one. That's the link for the to jump on the thing. You just click that link. Ebby, just click that link if you. Click that
Yes,
link.
yeah, I believe it when I see it.
I'll make it easy for you. I'll put the link right there in the chat. Click on
Now you're gonna have everybody clicking on the link.
it. But they still can't get on. I gotta let them in though.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you gotta let them in.
I gotta let them in. One night, man, I had some trolls, man. They kept on trying to come in. I had to keep blocking them.
And I don't understand what people get. What kind of excitement, man, you think people get out of trolling
Troll.
your channel or just trolling? Period. What is up with that, man? You have no life
They
other
wanna
than to just try to cause problems. Just being an ass because you can be an ass. I mean, what's the excitement of that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But the link right there, so I don't know. But anyhow, man. Huh?
I'm on my phone. Hell, I'm on my phone talking live. That
That's
ain't no
how,
excuse.
yeah, that's how you get on the thing on your phone.
Dude, yeah. I'm done
It's
with that
all
one.
good, man.
I'm done.
So you think you that's your final place? You don't think you'll ever move again, or how long you plan on being?
Uh, for now, yeah, this looks like this is gonna be my final stop, man. I'm gonna still go check out other places in other countries, but yeah, for
They go
right now,
heavy,
man.
y'all. They go heavy. Nah, that's beat up, man. That's beat up, man.
It's Eddie, man. Get it right. It's Eddie. I'm Eddie, man.
What's going
Yeah,
on, B? That's the Bogota. That's the Bogota King right there. You ever been up there?
I've been to once to Bogota, man. I ain't too crazy about the weather in Bogota.
Yeah, man. Everybody stay out of Bogota, man. Don't go to Bogota, man. It's cold. It's just bad. It's a bad look. Don't go to Bogota, man.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
He said, "Don't go to Bogota. It's too cold, y'all." He trying to keep everybody out of Bogota, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you ain't got to worry about me going because yeah, I've been there before, but no,
It
I'm
was too
good. I'm
cold.
good on Bogota.
It was too cold for you.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm from Arizona, man. I can't do no cold weather.
So that was the only problem. It was just too cold.
It was too cold, and yeah, that was my only issue, man. Was the weather. Was the weather in Bogota?
She said, "Give her 15 minutes." God damn.
15 minutes. What she got to do? Got to put makeup on and come on,
It'll be
man.
3. Hey, we'll be 3 hours into the show. Goddamn. Hey, hold up. Watch this right here, MarKell. Hold on. Right there. When I say I'm about to end the show, that just means 20 minutes more. I said that before 2 hours in. Now we like 30 more hours in, but hey, I appreciate everybody hanging in there though. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
Hey, the
everybody
other
hanging
night,
in.
man. The other night
Oh,
you
he
said
got
you
his
just
mic
called
off.
me
That's why I
2 hours
can't
later,
hear.
man.
Okay,
Shit.
Huh?
he got his mic turned off.
No, I'm on here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Dominican.
why I couldn't hear. Oh, he over here just blowing, just
He
smoking.
he mute his mic when he not talking.
Yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
loud up in
okay.
here. So I mute my mic when I'm
I'm
talking.
like, what? So she got
Yeah.
to go get prettied up real quick before she can come on. Okay. What else? What other comments we got in here?
I got any questions for MarKell? Go ahead and throw them up, man. Throw them up.
Let's move on. Yeah. Let's move on. So what else you guys got going tonight, man? What you
Uh,
guys into? What you gonna talk about? Because
oh,
I'm curious though,
man.
Rich. What is it? What is it that people do though, man? What people telling you they do at night? Because they ain't nothing to watch no more. What other than YouTube? What else they got going? Anything else?
Nothing else. You know what? I totally forgot. I supposed to do a show with Black Man Travels tonight. God damn, Uncle MarKell.
Don't blame me.
Hey, hit me
Don't
up.
blame me. You might as well just bring him on here now. Hell.
I'm gonna do a separate one because he wanna talk about something a little different,
All
but
right.
that's the only way I can get people. You know, like when people watch the replay and they go over a certain amount of time, they ain't really gonna watch.
Yeah, they'll watch 15, 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, but
You
when they
know.
live, they watch the whole damn thing.
Correct. Because
So
they interactive. They're not
yeah,
interactive on the replay.
yeah. So a lot of times when I do, if I have another guest, then I stop it and then bring it back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's try to wrap this up. We'll do another 5 minutes. Any real questions y'all have for Brother MarKell, go ahead and post them. And if y'all like to see Brother MarKell on some of my panels, hit one.
What kind of panels you have?
Sometimes we'll have discussions. You know, B-Dot comes on sometimes. We'll be discussing like different things, you know, different issues, and we'll have a panel. We may have we might have an opposition on the panel and they debate. You know, kind of like what
Oh,
O'Shea,
okay. Okay, I
kind of
got
like
you.
what O'Shea does, but we don't do the rumble thing and all that. But
Okay.
okay. So that means you got to come back, MarKell.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
got the ones up, man. They say you got to come back now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to have some fun with that.
All right, I'm gonna do this this interview with brother Black Man Travels. Oh man, you had 3.99, MarKell. You at 3.99. They need to go ahead. They need to go ahead and get you over the 4.
I'm at 399.
Yeah, y'all do it on the show right now, man. Get that man the 4 right now, man. I know y'all ain't subscribed yet. Come on, man. Who subscribed to MarKell already, man? Who ain't subscribed? You subscribed to him, beat up?
Yeah, I'm going on subscribe right now. You know what? I think I might have subscribed to him. Let me check. Let me double check.
I'm
See,
trying to read his lips.
folk be. Oh, you can't hear him, MarKell?
I can't hear him.
Oh, okay. Sometimes they do that, man.
Yeah, his mic. What I'm looking at, his mic's off, so I can't hear anything he says.
All right, shout out to
Yeah,
Greg P.
can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, but he can't.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody subscribe, man.
Hey, I appreciate you guys subscribing, man, to the channel. Yeah, according to what I'm looking at, I'm at $39.99.
Right. You on sale. Yeah, you running a special. $3.99.
$39.99.
Brandon, what up, man? What's going on, Brandon? They trying to hate on the travelers, man. What's up with that, Brandon, man? They don't want a brother to travel, man. They calling us monsters and shit. You know what I mean? Appreciate that donation, bro. He says, Big Rich, what up, man? Showing some love to y'all. Appreciate that, man. That's motivation, my brother. You already hit it? Oh, okay. But that's the rounded up version. But I'm looking at the real version. And oh, you did hit it, MarKell. Damn. Appreciate that, y'all. You
I
did
did?
hit. Yeah, you
That
Oh,
was
hit
yeah.
me.
4K.
That was
4,001.
me.
Hey,
B-Dot
That
appreciate
was
gonna
that,
me.
push you
guys.
over. He said he pushed you over.
I appreciate that, bro.
Hey, it's
Good
all
looking
love,
out.
man. Hey,
Thank you, guys.
hey, we gotta stick together, man, because we got a whole bunch of people. They forming up a union against us, so we definitely got to stick together, man. And just watch out for these haters, man. I don't know what's going on with it.
Oh, there's always going to be haters out there, Rich. No matter what you do, what you say, how you treat people, there always going to be haters out there.
Right.
Now, I thought she said she was getting dressed in 15 minutes. She's still posting stuff.
Black Man Travels, if you in the group, man, hit me up on the WhatsApp, man. I totally forgot about that, man. Hey, it ain't 9 yet though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me that's
Hey,
cool, man. You
check it
go
out,
take
man.
care of your interview with Black
I,
Man
I don't
Truckers.
know what you got going on, but we're gonna start the live probably in about 20 or 30 minutes, man. And we're gonna get into it for a minute. And he got some things he wanna talk about. And I may throw you
Okay.
a link, MarKell. I don't know if you're gonna be busy though.
No, I ain't got nobody coming tonight, man. That's what old girl was trying to do, was come over tonight. I said, nah, you stay home and I'll see you tomorrow night.
Oh, you got a little rotation going on.
Yeah, man. You gotta set it up that way. Otherwise, you'll never get no rest. They'll call you every night.
I know that right. God, hey.
See, that's the thing too, Rich. And I'm gonna say this to these guys that think that they want to be with these girls every single night. In the beginning, yes. Give it about 6-7 months. No. Your ass gonna be like, you know what? I need to split this shit up, give me a couple days in between the rest, then come back. Because all these people think they porn stars. Oh man, I love it. I do this and I do this all the time. Okay. When you get here and you live here, you realize no, no, you ain't no porn star. You know, you still need your rest.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. We're gonna come back on live at 9:15, approximately 9:15, 9:20. So if y'all wanna join us, we got Black Man Travels coming in. He got a lot to talk about. Well traveled, brother. We'll holler back, man. Appreciate you coming on, MarKell, man.
All
Appreciate
right,
the
guys.
love, brother.
Appreciate the subscribers, man. Good looking out, guys. You all have a great night. Thank you, sir.
All right, peace out. Pete Dizzle. What up,
What's
B?
going